welcome
Yo.
to the show. I'm Scott.
And I'm Phil.
I'm Trae.
We have the power to say that the new He-Man is okay.
It's fine.
I enjoyed it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did too.
I had a great time with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You know?
So that's what we're talking about this week. No. That's for lady. It's a surprise.
It's a
Phil.
surprise.
It's a surprise.
Well, so
What
do you think of this?
this? Surprise? The fuck you talking about?
I'm waiting. I want
Oh
the
my
surprise. Can I open it now?
No.
Is it assorted cheeses?
Oh, I do like assorted cheeses.
Man, I do too. You know,
I
people
wish
that
it
like
was
wines
assorted.
and
you know when they get
salted meats.
Have you ever been around people that like get pissed off when they get those kind of packages for Christmas? Like they'll get
yeah.
yeah, and they're
Like,
like, man, I didn't want this fucking
And
food.
I'll be like,
And,
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool.
I'm a fan of smoked cheddar. Actually.
Absolutely.
You could
Yep.
give
You
that
know?
to me.
How do you feel about like a cheese log?
I'm not good on the nuts on the outside of the cheese
Right.
log. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think these things are better individually.
Yeah,
where
you
can
get some
kinda-
nuts, you get some
yeah,
cheese,
kinda,
you get some
ration
fruit.
out yourself.
Yeah,
That's right.
mhm.
Instead of the
Some dates.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
well, dates.
Mhm.
You got to be careful with dates, man.
You do.
Yeah, you can easily overdo it.
Dude, seriously. I
Yeah.
mean, they're just brown sugar nuggets.
Absolutely,
That's fucking all they are.
And they're
Thick,
Wonderful.
boy.
Yeah.
And they're so
Yeah.
You
good.
guys like figs?
I
figs
do.
are okay.
I do.
We got
I
a
enjoy
fig
them.
bush that's, doing,
Oh.
grab
Right
a
on.
couple of figs off of it. I bet there's a fresh
Like
one. That you don't want to eat
fig Newtons.
a fig Newton.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love a
Oh,
fig
man.
Newton.
Fuck out of
You know,
a
figs are
fig
just melted
Newton.
wasps, right?
That's right.
Yeah, for real.
They just-
Well, I mean, that brings up the question: are figs vegan?
Ooh, maybe not at that
You know?
point. Huh.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing is like you're not actually like eating the shell of the fig wasp, and then also now figs can't be produced without animals, so
Yeah.
they are an animal byproduct, right?
But if you're looking at
it's
it that
not-
way, isn't most
But it's not.
plants?
Well, I mean, that's here we go. Ask a vegan, right?
Right.
Hey, that'd be a funny segment.
That's-
Ask a vegan.
Ask a vegan.
Ask a
They
vegan.
were like, well, if they didn't suffer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, but that's,
That's-
the thing.
that's really
that's
it,
actually
yeah.
the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
It's
pretty
like,
much
and
it.
then how much do you like figs?
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's like
I dig on some figs.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know about this figgy pudding though. I've never had anybody offer me a figgy pudding.
Neither have I.
us some figgy pudding.
Never once have I been brought a
but
figgy
it,
pudding.
but it does sound like the most superfluous demand.
Yeah, and then bring us a
Ever.
fucking
Now
figgy pudding.
bring us some figgy pudding. It's like, oh my god,
Those carolers are just too demanding.
They
I'm
are.
serious out there in the streets.
I ain't even
dude.
got figs.
You know, right?
How am I gonna make
Let alone
pudding?
figgy pudding. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, they
I don't
said,
know what's in a
bring
figgy
us.
pudding.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like 13 of them.
Just
how
mashed
much,
up-
how much
just
figgy
mashed
pudding do
up
they think we
figs.
have?
Could you buy like that in the Jello box? That's the
Probably not. Never seen it.
I've never seen
Never
figgy
seen it.
Jello pudding.
Nope.
No,
Either
not
that or
once.
maybe it's because they ate it all.
Maybe you just
That's
slap
right.
it in some vanilla.
Probably.
Put some figs in
Yeah.
some vanilla.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Sounds pretty bad. Yeah. You know what doesn't sound bad? Blazing Strike.
Blazing Strike.
Yeah.
Blazing Strike. First
This
news.
looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, I guess Capcom decided to step out of the way and let somebody else make a Third Strike game.
Good on 'em.
It's probably.
I mean,
the
if they weren't
closest-
gonna do
Well,
it,
Yeah, this looks
Yeah.
like Garo. It looks like Third Strike. It looks
Right.
like the pinnacle of what I would say is as far as 2D pixel art fighters. Like
Right.
it's right there. you
which
know?
Absolutely.
really works for me because I gotta say Third Strike is probably my favorite fighter.
I mean, it's,
Like,
It's
easily.
It's easily up
Yeah.
there.
It's top.
Easily. It's top tier.
Mhm.
You know, but it is one of those situations where they were crowdfunding that title and
Yeah.
they've been working on it for years and years
Yeah.
and years, and it's still not releasing.
Oh, yeah.
not quite yet.
Yeah.
So,
But this new
if,
trailer,
if
oh.
Third Strike is your jam,
Yeah.
I mean it's just straight up Third Strike. You
Mhm.
know, as far
Yep.
as the animations, as far as the music.
Oh,
Dude, the
yeah,
music, yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
they managed to nail that vibe.
But it's
Yeah.
a buttery smooth animation. you're right.
Absolutely.
Oh, it looks great. I can't
The
wait.
characters all look varied, cool. We don't know much about it except for awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I
We'll
mean, if
be-
you're a fighter fan, check it out.
We'll definitely be keeping our eye on that one.
Man, you
Yeah,
know it's gonna be
send money
like
to
a
their
$20
Kickstarter,
game.
you
So
know?
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, like go to their Kickstarter and
Yeah.
help them out because we need that.
Is it still being
Funded? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought that was over. Oh,
No,
dude,
no,
then
no,
yeah.
no.
We
Yeah,
might-
they're
we
still-
might
they're still
wanna-
at it.
wanna fund this.
It's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, mechanically, we'll see how it actually works. It
Look-
probably,
it
it
looked-
probably won't be balanced at all. But
No, but is Third Strike that balanced?
well, they had 3 chances at it, right?
right?
That's right.
And they still didn't quite get it.
And the Third Strike is what counts.
Poor 12 on the bottom.
Yeah, right.
But
I always like 12. I always like just this.
You like the 11 thing?
You know, 11 I didn't like so much.
Because
only
he's just
because,
random, right?
Well, no, I wanted him for that fact. I love
Okay.
playing random, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is that when you select him, you pick your character for the entire match. It's not
Yeah.
like Mokujin where he's random every round. You know, so I thought that he
I
would be
thought
like
that's the way it
Mokujin,
was.
right? Yeah. If that was the bag, then I'm like, absolutely. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you don't know who you're going to have per round. They don't know who you're going to have per round. This way, if you get locked into a set, man, all of a sudden, you know, you're playing, I guess, I mean, I don't know, but all the characters are actually kind of fun to play. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing a character that you're not familiar with,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
just stuck with them, you know, and you get whopped on. So,
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
And you can only use it in versus mode, you know, which is really kind of
what?
strange. Yeah,
You can't do an arcade
you
for
can
11?
only, you
What
can
the
only
fuck?
use it online.
They should have had at the end with him and 12.
Yeah,
doing it.
dude. I just wanted, yeah, dude. I just want to bop with him, dude. I always love that stance.
Yeah, it's
He looked like he was always ready to like hit the turntables real quick on you. Like,
12's the DJ, man. Yeah.
Trapped in the
So
new world.
But a
of
game,
FIFA 3.
yeah.
Did
game
either of
that-
you guys play Axiom Verge, the first one?
I played through some of it.
Yeah, me too.
I never finished it.
I liked it a lot.
I
and
liked
put
it.
it down.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's kind of how I feel. But the new one is out, Axiom Verge 2. It is currently
Shadow
on.
Drop.
Yeah,
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, they announced it like what 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
that long ago, and I remember looking at the. It seems like they kind of took a lot of the criticisms that
Hey,
they
Moth
got
and
from
Wolf.
the first game.
What's up,
and-
Moth?
What up?
What's up,
What
Wolf?
up? And really improved on them in this title, because like the one big criticism that I always heard, and I agree with it, is that the environments aren't all that varied in the first game.
Right.
They kind of blend together, and it's kind of hard to keep track of where you are as far as like on the map.
Right.
And with this, with the new trailer, it looks like they really took that to heart, because all of these environments are very varied, like as far as like you know, like the biomes.
Yeah.
And, like they're very distinct.
Right.
Cool. Maps. So yeah, I'm interested to get that. I might actually download that tonight.
Yeah, it's on Switch now. It hasn't released yet for other platforms.
I would
know
be
it's
very-
coming out on Steam.
I'm about to say, I'd be very surprised if it at least didn't come to Steam.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it didn't come to really any, most every.
The first one did,
Yeah.
so
Exactly. So-
can't imagine much else.
Yeah, it'll probably come over.
Man, did you download this stupid Abandoned app?
Oh yeah.
I did not.
So I got it. I got it as soon as they were like, okay, the trailer's launching, which I guess was supposed to be
Yeah.
Tuesday, Monday?
Is it a trailer though?
Well,
Is it
the-
even
yeah,
a
How
trailer?
about this? The experience. Because I
Right.
think that's what
Fuck
the
you.
this
Abandoned. What is it? We still don't know.
We've been abandoned, is what it is. We've
Yeah.
all been abandoned by
Yeah.
Blue Box Studios.
Who knows? This
yeah,
game
it-
may
it
be
fucking-
abandoned.
yeah, so-
I
so-
mean, that's true.
They released this this thing, you know. Last night they had a patch that's like 5 gigs, you know. So
Yeah.
that seems meaty. We're gonna see a thing, right? It's a
Right.
fucking 5-second trailer.
Oh wow.
It's
Of a dude literally.
Just
it's
a
so-
teaser.
like,
It's just a teaser.
It's
or
a
is
dude
it-
walking down a hallway, and it's the same trailer that they showed like on Twitter
Oh.
weeks
Yeah.
ago or
Yeah.
a week ago or something. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. And then it's like more coming soon. And there's a menu, and there are boxes for other things.
Yeah.
Two more teasers and another thing, and then 2 playable demos and all this. And
So they want you to take up hard drive space for this teaser trailer, and then they're gonna add things to it later.
Mhm.
and they're gonna make it bigger. They're gonna make that install size bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. The
That
problem
sounds-
is
yeah.
like people download it that one time, they press play, and then it ends up being a 5-second trailer. Then they delete it. Then they don't reinstall
They don't
it
go
ever
back to
again.
it.
right.
Mm,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Only morons like me are gonna keep it installed just to see these dumbass 5-second trailers.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those things. It's just like if we weren't doing this show, would you give a fuck at this point? Would you even care?
I'd probably keep
Probably.
downloading it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
I got
Right.
you.
Especially with this weird situation here, because I mean, right now it's like the way I was saying, it's most likely not a Silent Hill game.
Most likely.
But
yeah.
if it is a Silent Hill game, it's probably a remake.
Mm,
That's the way I feel about it.
right.
I don't-
almost certainly is not
I feel
a
like it's gonna
Metal
be a
Gear.
new IP.
I think it's just gonna be their own shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a new IP,
Right.
man, and I
But-
think that they're using every trick that they can to pique people's interest, which
Dude,
are
they're playing
drawing
the line.
attention to. Well, but that's what it takes to make people look at Activision. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's just what it takes.
Yeah.
You know, they've stabbed us in the back too many times and dangled carrots in front of our faces
Yeah.
and jerked them away. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, they don't really have trust in the gaming community these days.
Nope.
You know?
And
so,
man, this little 5-second teaser.
or
too.
not Activision, Konami.
Konami. Yeah, that's
Konami.
Sorry,
yeah,
that was my
yeah,
bad.
Konami.
Yeah.
But this
So
little
much Activision Blizzard in my
dude,
head.
seriously.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
not the only ones, but
Yeah. Not the only ones. Indeed.
Oh.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm
Not all
waiting. I'm
ninjas?
waiting for fucking something. I just want to see some definitive answers. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all at this point.
Mm.
It's more just like pissing me off than it is
But see,
anything.
that's
Because I know it's not.
that-
not Silent Hill.
I'm just
I know
happy that you have it within yourself to hold on to hope.
Just,
I let go of it a
right.
long time ago. I let go of it. I'm
you
like,
talking about for Silent Hill?
For Silent Hill, for Metal Gear, I'm just like, once you say the words to me, I'll get excited then.
Right,
But
exactly.
anything to try to make me speculate, I'm gonna say the answer is no.
Well,
every time.
Yeah, but I got a problem. You
I
see.
hold my hype in until I see gameplay.
Yeah, but all you
Yeah.
gotta
Until
show
it's
me is
in
a
my
picture of a guy in an eye patch doing this.
Yeah,
And I'll be like,
yeah, in a font, and you see that font, and you're like, oh shit, it's going down. And they're like, yeah, your
Why'd you take it away
expectations need
from
to go
me?
down, right?
But they ripped it away from us. They ripped it away.
They ripped PT away from us, Philip.
Yeah, they did.
It's all the
Okay,
same rip.
remember
away. It's
that
all the
pain.
same rip.
Remember that
That
pain.
is the phantom pain,
That
Trae.
is the
That's no,
No, that was a tangible pain.
dude.
That was a
dude,
very tangible pain.
I'm not even fucking with you on that. That is the phantom pain. The situation with Konami and the situation with Kojima is
Absolutely.
the reason that game's the phantom pain, and is the symbolism of a broken man being pushed out of his company. Right?
God, it just
It's
hurts so
fucked
bad.
up. Layers. Anyway,
It
Windjammers.
Hey.
Yeah, Windjammer.
Opposite side
What
of the spectrum.
is this?
Oh
Amazing.
man, you've never played Windjammers?
No, man.
Wait, you didn't come over that time when me, you, Levi, we had a house full. I thought you were there.
Dude, we were playing Windjammers.
Yeah.
It re-released.
Spark my memory because I
you
do not.
throw discs at one another. It's like a
Ultimate
top-down
Frisbee, I guess.
SNK.
Yeah.
Ultimate Frisbee would be a good way to
With
to-
moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you're basically just throwing your frisbee, but you also have like fighting game moves, like special
Oh,
moves.
okay.
So you can make them like ride the walls and shit
Yeah.
before they attack and go the other way. The whole
Yeah,
the
no,
name
I
of the game
wasn't
is
there.
if you miss,
Yeah.
then if it hits the ground,
Yeah.
then the other person scores, right?
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you catch it. And sometimes they'll do some weird, crazy shit that'll make it like spiral, then like dart way up in the air.
Okay.
You have to read shadows and figure out exactly where it's
Yeah,
going to
I've
land.
never seen this.
You should play that game.
Yeah, okay.
Like even by today's standards, that is a lot of fun with a group of friends.
yeah.
Like, oh my god.
But
You
the
know, it's more
sequel's
fun than
coming
Back
out.
for Blood. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
But I was just
We'll
saying,
get to
it's the sequel's coming out. That's what we're talking about. The
Let's
Windjammers.
go.
Well, not only is
yeah.
the sequel coming out
Yeah.
right now,
Well, they
there's a
announced it.
beta. There's a beta going on right now for
Oh,
Windjammers
cool.
2.
Right on.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
guys
because
can check it
Windjammers
out.
2 they've been working on that for a
have.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
currently
know.
we got a beta going on. I'm pretty sure
Awesome.
it's an open beta. I don't think it's closed.
What platforms?
I didn't even look. It was just like open beta. I'm like, cool.
Heard that.
I don't. I'm not too worried.
I mean,
I'm pretty
I
sure
wish
it's
I
I don't
gonna
know.
be
That
okay.
that would be one of those
More
things that I could
specific
see.
news. I wish
I could see that going to Switch and Switch exclusively. For
Oh,
a while.
I hope not.
That
That
would
would
be-
be.
That would be so smart.
Yeah.
I would hate it,
Yeah.
but that would be so smart.
But then I could play it.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be really good for you,
Yeah,
but
it'd be
I would
great.
hate it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you don't even. You're like, I don't even know what it is. No,
I
fucking
don't know.
Windjammers. You know.
That's why Scott bought the Switch for the long game.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely wise man. Wise man. They said it has crossplay, so it looks like
Cool.
it's gonna be, later this year. PC, Switch, PS4, PS5, and Stadia.
All
Hey.
of them.
Wow.
Stadia.
Stadia,
What,
yeah.
What is that?
They're like, why didn't you say that first?
Yeah.
You got another one, buddy. Go
But this
Stadia.
one is. It looks like a side scroller. Anyway, whatever. Whatever. Okay.
But
It looks
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It looks
Okay. And
Well, it
beta.
looks like the whole thing is left and right versus top v bottom.
Oh, some more like Super Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hey,
or
that
Super Spike v
nice.
ball.
I'm fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. That's probably
down
a
with that.
smart
Yeah,
move.
do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we would have talked about this before today. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting it. The beta is currently live as of the 11th, and it'll last until the 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got some time
Sweet.
to jam.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
go.
We got to
Let's
get
go.
on that, man. We'll talk about another beta in a minute. So I imagine you guys, or at least if it's available on the Switch too, you're gonna get this Tales of Arise demo.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
absolutely.
I doubt it's going to be on the Switch. I honestly doubt it.
Well, I mean, it's coming out
think
multi-platform.
Yeah, it's launching
Yeah?
on everything, dude.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so I mean, so the demo should be on the Switch. That'd be
I'll
kind of,
I'll check that out.
That'd be dumb if they didn't
Yeah,
put it on the
it'd be
Switch, man.
yeah.
It seems like it's-
well, you got to think like I mean, the Switch has had the past like 2
Yeah,
Tales games?
Zillia and,
Zillia and
Vesteria,
Vesteria.
you know,
Vesteria
words.
was old.
Tales of Things.
Yeah,
Tales of words.
You know,
Tales
well,
of
the
fake
Tales
places.
series
Yeah.
always like go everywhere. I think the only time they were exclusive was back on the Dreamcast, like way back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And then we had Tales of
Symphonia
Symphonia.
took a second to get on
Symphonia.
other things
I know
just
that
a-
was
they ended
on-
up going to PS2.
Then they went
Yeah.
to PS2
after that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
But the Tales series, they aim for as many people as will give them attention.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
And as well they should. And Tales of Arise looks amazing.
Dude, it looks so good.
so
It looks
good.
It looks
And,
really,
and it
really
seems
good.
like the difference between the platforms is just going to be resolution and frame rate. It's not
Right.
going to be much else. You
Exactly.
Know? Like, but man, I did see some of the like next gen gameplay. It was running at a silky 60 and
Absolutely.
just ooh,
And looking
ooh, it looks good.
great.
Because I'm used to Tales
But you
games running a
know
little
that
slow.
the
you know?
gameplay is going to be the same as ever before. You're going to have static backgrounds. You're going to run around and not have much
Just-
to interact with.
yeah.
It's going to be, I mean, but that's what you're looking for, right?
Right,
Yeah,
it's a
a
Tales game.
classic
It's a Tales
JRPG.
game, yeah.
Yeah, but I really expect great things from this.
This one, I mean, it looks good. I like the way they're doing the cutscenes. They're a little bit more like it's 3D renderings, and they do it like a widescreen, you know, like a letterboxing. and-
cinematic.
It's like a
Yeah,
like
they
a
try to
moving
make it-
comic panel,
that-
essentially,
exactly,
instead
right.
of just the heads in a box.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
because it used to be talking heads. You know.
Well, you would have their whole bodies walking around,
my
but they would
beautiful
just,
house.
you know, do weird little animations while
Yeah.
they, you know, gave you a huge tirade of information.
Yeah.
I just like I'm really interested to see what they do with the story after what they did with Berseria.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like Berseria was a really smart take on like a JRPG. It's like, okay, let's play an anti-hero.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
we never really get that, you know, and so I think that's really, really
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
And so I'm very interested to see exactly which direction that they're going to take with the Rise, because
Well,
it
on
seems
the
like it might
18th,
go like
man.
KOTOR.
Oh, you really like
Re-
a turn-based?
No,
thing? Is that what you mean?
no. I mean, like in a way that you can either be the absolute hero, or you could be more anti-hero, where you actually have
Gotcha.
an impact on the story instead of it just being told around you.
Because it's always been linear.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
you
absolutely.
could
Very,
really
very
only
linear.
change small things, and it was
Mhm.
just like events. It wasn't a
Right.
Mhm.
And so I'm just really interested in this game.
Yep. On the
Not at all.
18th, we'll all get the demo.
I'm stoked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
More good RPGs, please.
we're getting a new
Please.
Sonic movie.
And it
The
looks. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
The
I
first
didn't
one
thi-
was
the first
great.
one was
I
pretty
loved the
good.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Can
think
you imagine? Can you imagine watching that first movie if they didn't reskin Sonic?
Ooh.
Can you imagine watching the whole thing, but with
Not-
that first Sonic as the Sonic?
Kind of
Yucky
maybe
Sonic.
in a I like pain kind of
It's
way.
like nightmare
it's,
fuel,
it's
isn't
like
it?
a like a hate watch. Yeah, absolutely. I could do that. I
Every time he
do
shows up,
that
it's
with
like,
movies all the time. Oh, I hate this thing. I want to fucking rag on it.
Did you ever see Garbage Pail Kids the movie?
What?
No, I haven't seen that yet. I
There's a
want to so
fucking
bad.
movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
live
looks
action movie.
horrifying.
It's the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see that.
Alright.
But no. Yeah, new Sonic, and Idris Elba is Knuckles.
Yeah.
apparently.
What the fuck?
Cool.
Yeah,
Great idea.
super
Cool.
cool.
So great
Super
idea.
awesome. I
Oh
love
my
it.
I hope
God.
he still has the British accent and everything.
Oh man, it would be
You
a
know- you know
disservice
he will.
to
Yeah.
film
He's
in
be
general.
so aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh
he
yeah.
is.
Oh wow.
Be a disservice to film in general if he did not keep his British accent
Yeah,
for
really,
that role.
man. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know, man. He plays a convincing American, like him in American Gangster, or him in The Wire, you know, stuff like that.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have the
plays a-
accent, bro.
he
Like,
is.
I mean,
I'm
just,
just saying.
especially Knuckles.
He's
like,
almost like Hugh Laurie status with doing an American accent, where you're like, wait, that guy's fucking British?
right. Yeah.
Oh, oh, wow. I had no idea, because I first saw him in American Gangster. I think that was the first thing that I can remember seeing Idris in.
Would you prefer to have Knuckles with an American accent?
If he had that, like
You think that
New
would?
York
You think that would work
accent,
better?
I think that'd work. Make him like Raphael, you know, have that
No,
like
make
tough,
him like
like
Raph.
yeah, totally.
Oh
Yeah.
my
He
god.
is kind of the Raph of the Sonic
See, I'm
series.
seeing
him
him
all
as-
Brooklyn.
I think they're gonna make him all
Yeah.
like Deadshot. You know, make him all grizzled.
I'm fine with
you
that
know,
too.
and
yeah.
just like pushing Sonic around,
Yeah.
like Fuck Tails.
Did you guys watch the cartoon at all, like Sonic Boom? Have you guys seen Sonic Boom?
I haven't seen any of
Okay,
Sonic Boom.
me
Yeah.
and Iana watch a lot of Sonic Boom. She loves that show. She loves the movie. She loves
Yeah.
the dude. Sonic Boom is the same storyline that Sonic Forces is. So
Yeah.
those are all the same voice actors, and they just kind of take it more seriously with Sonic Forces. Sonic Boom is fucking stupid, and not in a bad way. It's just like, wow, you guys just. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Eggman's just kind of their neighbor, and sometimes he does mischievous shit. But sometimes it's like, well, my security system locked me out of my fortress. Can I come hang out with you, Sonic? And they're like, no. He's like, well, kicking my feet up.
So,
You got
so
chips.
it's kind of like the Ice King in Adventure Time.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit. You're like, who is this guy? Jeez, I thought you were our enemy.
right?
Oh.
Like, I'm just misunderstood.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
man.
gonna kidnap the princess.
I'm just not
That's
very
just what
social. I don't have any other friends.
But man, and in that one, Knuckles is more like the Tick. Like that's more his character.
Oh,
great.
nice.
He's just like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they did.
Awesome.
I remember seeing. I know. I've seen the like Sonic Boom game, and they
Yeah.
do bulk him up.
they
a
bulk him
lot.
up.
Yeah.
And
I think
everybody's.
there was another game where he was
bandaged.
all bulked up. Yeah, and he's like wrapped up.
Yeah, everybody's got wraps.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
It's funny though. It's pretty good. But I still think that you know the movie has a specific kind of charm to it, and they did a fucking great job with
Yeah,
bringing
they
that
did.
into
Absolutely.
the live action. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, going into that, I thought the thing that was going to bring that down
Yeah.
was Jim Carrey as
Yeah.
Robotnik.
Right.
And man, he is fucking solid.
That's just because he's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
You know, like
absolutely.
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey as an actor is just absolutely amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And it's easy to forget that.
Well, and
know,
you got that like old school Jim Carrey like as a cartoon,
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
as
when
a
he's
living
doing
cartoon.
as a living
That's-
cartoon,
that's what he
does,
and
man.
it's
Man
great.
of many faces, right?
Yeah.
And so it's easy to forget that because, like, all of a sudden after he pissed off Hollywood, you know, we didn't really see as much of Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Also, you know, he didn't even want to do the shit.
Right.
You know,
not really, man.
Yeah, you know.
What that was around Kick-Ass 2,
Right.
right? Like that
Mhm.
kind of time.
Yeah, where
And-
he went to the Oscars and he's
Yeah.
sitting there just like, what the fuck is all this? All this is fake.
Exactly.
You know, none of this means anything. And if you knew anything, you would know that none of this meant anything. And they're just like, oh my God, he's going off the deep end. And he's like, I'm not crazy. I'm
He's
just
saying
aware.
the quiet parts
He's
out
like,
loud.
yeah,
Shut
right.
him up. Shut him up.
I'll play that wrap it up music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
It's the wrap it up, Bob.
Right.
Wrap that shit up,
You know,
B.
wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that gavel up, B.
See, I told
You
your
know?
ass. He's poking her in the head. I love that shit. Yeah, he's poking.
Great.
Yeah, man. And so, I mean, it is. I felt the same way, but he did look better than Sonic. So
Yeah.
I was more hopeful for him versus Sonic. And then I got to see his performance. And it's like, okay, well, you know, Robotnik as a character isn't really
He's
a
not deep.
lot. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I was
saying?
about to say,
He's not a
he's-
lot.
So he's either got to be this oaf from fucking Sonic Boom, or
Right.
he has to be this living cartoon maniac like Jim Carrey played him.
Yeah.
And either of those are completely fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
that's solid. Yeah. And for a running cartoon, you have to make it where he's not like getting defeated the way he did in the movie. So
Exactly.
they had to make him as like an imminent doom in this film, and it
Right.
works.
It
You know,
works,
and he's
yeah.
got cool Robotnik shit that kind of works most of the
Right.
time, but you know, kind of doesn't. Yeah. I always love that. He's such a genius, but he can't get the kinks
Can't
out.
quite
I wonder,
did it
I
work.
wonder who they're going to cast as Tails. Do we know that yet?
Well, Tails is in the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
It's,
so it's
whoever
gonna be
that voice
the
actor
same-
is same.
Probably
Yeah.
the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. But also Sonic and Tails and Beat from
From Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio are all going to be
Yeah.
in the new Monkey Ball.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
I'm so excited about
Ball's
Monkey
gonna be
Ball.
cross-platform.
Oh
Dude,
man, Monkey Ball's
let's
gonna be so
go.
fucking fun.
We're
I
going to get
can't
motion
wait.
controls on everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got a date on that? What's the date on that? Moth, Wolf, y'all know?
I actually don't think they have a date yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Because
sure
I thought
about
all of
that,
this was
but-
coming out before the end of the year. I thought that, like...
It is. I'm not
Right.
sure. I was looking it up earlier and I didn't see a date, but maybe I just didn't see a date.
Right,
Doesn't mean
yeah.
it doesn't have one.
yeah.
But not too long from now. It'll definitely be in the next couple months. Yeah, that's a
And
that's
it
a
will
soon
be
one.
jamming.
Yeah. Need that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about this Crunchyroll thing a while back, as far as Sony buying Crunchyroll. They've been
Yeah.
working on this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's finalized.
Now it's finalized, and Sony's talking about
Well, shit, does that mean I don't have to pay $14.99 for Crunch? Or what is it, $7.99?
potentially. But what
That
you
should
might
be
have
included
to
in my
do-
PS Plus then.
So this is the thing, man. How much more would you pay
God damn it.
to
God damn it.
to have that Crunchyroll in your
That's
PlayStation?
right.
Oh
in your
God,
PlayStation
dude,
Plus.
they're doing the complete Disney Plus. They're doing the complete Hulu.
Right.
Oh God, why
But
are you doing this?
what
and
would
then
they need to
Discord is
lump
about to
in?
be added.
What
no.
would they need to lump in for
This
it to
is
be
about to be
worth
bad.
more to
to
you?
be worth more? Which is right now, what is it? $9.99 a month.
And-
Unless you get it on a special.
Which I do 60 for the year.
Right, I do the same thing.
That's the way to do
and
it.
so that would go to probably about 80.
Probably
a year,
80. That sounds,
somewhere
and it'd
around
probably be
there.
like 12, 15 a month, right?
With
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
With
included,
Crunchyroll. So that would
you
save
know.
you money right off the bat, even if you just dissolve
As
the
long as you got it
Crunchyroll
on
and did
sale.
right.
Yeah, it would save money. Yeah. I
But
don't
what
like
if
it.
they also put PlayStation Now in there with this premium service?
That's what I was
think
thinking.
I think they'll have different packages. You know what I'm saying? Like here's a package that's just PSN. Here's one that gives you access to Crunchyroll, and then all of a sudden we're getting back into this whole cable bundle.
And it's tiered.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Don't need to pay $80 a month for my PlayStation service.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
God, that was one of
Yeah.
the best things about gaming as a whole. Usually, the gaming services are simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's like here it is. Here's the flat rate. Pay us, and then you have access to all these games for free. Play online, etc., etc. Now it's gonna get a little wonky.
Yeah.
That doesn't excite me.
It's
I'll
just
tell you
more
that.
money.
It's
is
just
what it is.
more-
Yeah.
mhm.
And who knows whether that means that they'll be keeping the current stuff, its price, or whether everything would go up,
Right.
or whether, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when did they do the increase? It wasn't that long ago.
No, that was like 2 years ago.
Maybe like 2 years ago. That's long enough for them to sneak another one on you.
Oh yeah, it's about
You
time.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, even though the funny thing is when you think about Game Pass, why are you being such a dick? When you think about
Technical
Game Pass,
difficulties.
when you think about Game Pass doing what it's doing, you would imagine that Sony would try to not.
What it is it's the bottom one, the silver part right there.
What's that?
Yeah, that thing is coming loose.
Yeah. All right. But you would think that Sony would do everything in their power to not raise the price of their service.
Yeah.
Because as it stands, they're already really kind of at a disadvantage.
Right.
As far as, PlayStation Network service versus, Game Pass.
I mean, Game Pass is killing it.
It's killing it.
Ugh.
It's killing it. So if this is the direction they're going in, that's a scary place. It's going to put them in a very scary position.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
People will pay for it. I'll pay for it.
Right.
I'll bitch about it, but I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what's included, I'll see about it. Because I mean, I don't have Crunchyroll, but if it was only a couple bucks more a month, I could see it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the PlayStation Now thing because then you could play PS3 titles, and if you actually have the whole PlayStation Now service, they're
Yeah.
talking about
So that
know.
is the thing. It's being lumped in all together. All these
potentially.
things
That's
are.
that's what
Potentially.
what they're all
That's-
talking
yeah.
about, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what everybody's saying.
There's going to be a premium PlayStation Plus service. We're not sure what's all going to be in that lump, but most likely Crunchyroll and something else will
I
be
mean,
in
that
it.
would
Yeah.
also explain why they wanted to take down the PS3 market,
Right.
and just be like, okay, well, this is going to be a part of PS Now exclusively. We need you to pay for PS Now and necessitate it. Because the way I always use PS Now is if I was in the mood to play like Katamari Damacy, I would subscribe, play it for a little while, maybe play another game or two, then unsubscribe. There's no reason for me to keep that. I've got tons of PS5 games, PS4 games that are upgraded for PS5
Yeah.
to play. I'm not going to sit there and play PS3 games on my brand new shiny console.
Especially having
all
to
the time.
stream them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like
It's hit or miss quality.
especially
you know.
with backwards compatibility and everything. You have to finagle broadcasting to begin with, and
Yeah.
So if they can make it where you have to just have it, then that would necessitate it, and so that'd be good. But that also may mean that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 would be back on the menu, which
That would be
maybe
cool.
would mean that if enough people played it, maybe we can get better netcode. I don't know. So I
'Cause
mean, there could be
yeah.
a benefit to all this. I mean, who knows?
I mean, they're hearing the crowd wants Marvel vs. Capcom 2 back.
Absolutely.
Right.
Everybody's been
right.
talking about it. So.
Yeah, man. And so that's funny.
You know.
So Disney, as it stands, that license, I guess it does reside with Disney. Why would you not just release it? Even as
It seems
a
like
multi-billion-dollar company.
It's just money, right?
Right,
It seems
but
like it's
just
just
free
like,
money.
Make money.
It's just
Right,
free.
Yeah.
People are just gonna give you money.
Dude.
You don't even have to
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
You just said like,
I'll
Here
tell
it
you
is.
why. Because they don't have a platform to put it on that's all them.
That,
We're gonna get a
right. If they
Disney
had their own
Because they don't
console,
have a
if
Disney
they had a console,
If they had a
absolutely. You
console,
are absolutely correct,
That's why.
Scooter.
Yeah.
Dude, you broke. Dude. Okay. All right.
Man.
All right.
That's why.
Oh my God. I can see it.
Just
happening.
wait till Disney Plus will probably be doing what Netflix is doing right now. Eventually, and start streaming fucking games, which
Right.
is hilarious.
We were already
Or
talking
put out
about
like a handheld.
Infinity
you
thing.
know, can you imagine?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We were just talking about the Disney Infinity thing last
Yep.
night.
Yeah,
you know
with
what
the
I mean?
little figures and
Yeah,
shit.
if they had their own console and
Skylanders.
continued to do that and made it like, yeah, dude, come
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know they'd want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not everybody should watch Falling Down, man.
should.
Yeah. Not everybody should watch
Man,
it.
do you remember when Marvel vs. Capcom 2, before it re-released on the PS3 360, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could find a disc,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in a
Yeah.
sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
And that should be $80, $100.
Absolutely.
For the disc.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like a copy,
Hell
if
no.
you could find a Dreamcast copy, that shit was worth $200.
I got one at
Easily.
home.
It's like,
Actually, no, I don't. Don't come to my house.
Oh, I ain't got nothing there.
I ain't got nothing.
I don't have nothing.
I ain't even got no walls, man. There's a walkway and then there's nothing.
That's right.
no, I was watching Atlanta and fucking he got paid and he got this check and he's talking to his girl and he shows her the check and she goes, God damn, you're gonna get us robbed.
For real, man. I
Oh,
always
man.
see people doing that, like on if you ever log onto Facebook, which hopefully you don't spend much time there. But whenever people are just
Only
like,
to bitch
"Oh,
about anime."
finally got
Stay
right,"
away.
there it is. It's like, "Oh, finally got a PS5," and they're like taking pictures of it. I'm just like, "You fool,
Yeah, don't do
you
that.
fool, man."
Don't do that
You know? The world does not need to know.
That's right.
Get your door kicked in.
So
Right.
what's up with this Fantasian?
Fantasian. You know, the brooms go up the stairs.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Which is actually-
ballerina hippos. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know.
We watched Fantasia like a couple months ago, and that shit is it slaps.
it's still
It's
good.
really
Yeah.
good.
Still
Yeah,
really
it's still
good. Yeah.
But that is not what we're talking about. This is a new RPG from what is it?
Mistwalker.
From Mistwalker.
Mistwalker Studios, last
Yeah.
known for doing shit like Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey and those
Yeah.
360 RPGs that got
They
kind
were
of
always
pushed
kinda
to
meh.
the wayside.
They
yeah.
were always.
I mean,
all
Lost
right.
Odyssey was so cool looking, and
Blue
then it was
Dragon
like
was too. That
Blue
was
Dragon
Akira
looked amazing.
Toriyama.
Yeah, about to say.
Yeah,
Blue
them
Dragon
yeah.
was pretty
buff
good.
fucking spirits come
Yeah,
out.
exactly. But the
Ooh.
game was just like, please no
Do
more.
you remember that song? This is your beginning.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I still have Blue Dragon, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I still got it.
Well,
just in support of Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, that's
That was it.
Because I mean, seriously, the characters looked amazing. In
Yeah,
it.
they do.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
art style, top class.
Well, it was like the best looking Dragon Ball game before we got a Dragon Ball. Like
As,
a good
at,
looking
at
Dragon
that
Ball
time,
game.
that was probably one of the better looking 3D anime games, like ever.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because
It
it
was
figured
really
out how
nice.
to make stuff look tangible, but also still have that nice, smooth shading.
Right.
You
Right.
know, thick outline.
Speaking of tangible, though.
Yeah.
This
Oh, yeah, so
Fantasian,
dude,
yeah.
I can't believe this. I didn't know
This
about this.
looks pretty goddamn good.
Man,
Yeah.
okay, so it's a turn-based old school. I mean, it's trying
Yeah,
to be Chrono Trigger, kind of, but it's also kind of
it's
trying
got
to be
a
Final
it's got a
Fantasy.
battle
Yeah.
system
Yeah.
that kind of works the same way as Chrono Trigger in the fact that when you and as I am Setsuna,
Yeah,
to where it's very
yeah.
positional rather
Yeah.
than you just selecting an enemy. It's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get this guy, but if this guy is in the way, he's gonna get hit too, kind of thing. You know, it is different. It is different enough, but yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was just like, oh, it's Chrono Trigger shit. Cool.
Yeah.
But the backgrounds are all dioramas.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
dioramas that
That
they
they-
photogrammetrized into the game, and then you're getting these seamless like movements of these actual objects, so everything looks brilliant.
It looks good.
Right.
It
Yeah,
looks really
but
good.
then they render the characters.
We
over
watched
top of them.
them build one of them. Like it
Yeah.
was
Cool.
like this ship of some
Yeah.
kind, and they were just putting it all together and like
You know, it's an airship. Yeah, man, you knew it was an airship.
it's an airship.
It's
It's an airship.
Every time. Yeah.
Every single time
Yeah.
it's an airship.
But
yeah,
no, it looks fun. We don't know if it's coming out on any other platforms other than the Apple Store.
the Apple Store. Yeah, that's it.
where I think that's where it'll start, and I think in a couple of years we might see it come over.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but I would keep it there.
Hell yeah.
They're
Yeah.
showing a Fantasian 2 right now, so it's only been like 5 months
Right.
since the first one.
Exactly.
So it seems to me like what you're talking about. We're gonna get, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 of these. They're smaller, and
Right.
then we're gonna get a Fantasian collection on all
It'll,
the other
it'll
platforms.
more than likely happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I don't mind waiting either.
I can wait.
You know,
I can wait.
It's interesting seeing like IPs like that focus on the mobile market.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, it's easy for us to forget that there are a lot of people who game on their phones, like
Absolutely.
just jam out on their phones. You know, and there's some really really great. It's kind of like Q Entertainment, their last game. You know, they did the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
put it out on mobile, and then you know, finally it's coming to. Well, actually, it's only coming to Switch, which is funny.
Oh, wow.
But and that ends up happening a lot too.
Yeah.
So I could see Fantasian ending up on Switch exclusively.
Absolutely, yeah.
That could be a thing.
I can
Makes
see
sense. That totally makes
Absolutely.
sense. Yeah, I mean the
'Cause
Switch
Voez
has
was
that
the
has
same
that
way.
mobile.
Well, about to say, there's already a bunch of mobile
there is,
RPGs
yeah.
Yeah.
on there.
Well, because you already have the touch screen controls, everything's
Yeah.
your controller just transposes straight on over. You don't have to
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
redesign anything.
Yeah, you don't have
everything
to
works.
do. Yeah, you know the developers don't have to put a lot of work porting it to
Right.
that system.
porting
from
their
mobile.
controls
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
because that's the hardest part. It's like
way
how do
more
we?
seamless than trying to figure out how to work it around a controller.
Oh, absolutely,
Right? Yeah.
absolutely. It's like no, people just want to swipe, bro.
And the other smart thing about this Apple thing is, I guess since a year ago, maybe longer, all the new Macs are using the same hardware as the mobile devices. So now that means that the Apple Arcade will work just fine on new Mac computers.
Right.
So
Right.
moving forward here, anybody that just has anything in the Apple family can play any of the shit. So it's not
Sweet.
even just mobile at this point. You know what I mean? That's a
'Cause
wonderful
even if it
idea
doesn't
right
come
there.
to Switch,
Yeah.
I got a Mac.
Yeah. See, and you could.
I got
yeah.
one. So yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to that. It
Looking
looks
good.
great. It
Looking
looks
good.
really fun.
I am nervous about this next bit of news.
Mm.
There is a new Berserk chapter that's dropping, and it seems like this was one that was being worked on when Miura was still alive, and this was like
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, and they are finishing it and releasing it. They still haven't said anything else though. We don't know if they're continuing the story. We don't know if he laid out plans for the rest of it for him. We don't know whether they're just respectfully finishing this and walking away. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's too close to his death to do anything crazily disrespectful. And the manga and anime community are very fervent. Like, if it has to be either a conclusion, it has to be work that he was already working on, and then here we are wrapping up that story, and then we have to leave it be. If not, those fans, man, they're gonna go crazy.
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be. It's not gonna be good.
No.
It's gonna end terribly. It might end in flames.
Man,
you
he
know.
was talking to me about, like, he said he had this mental image of a guy on his deathbed
yeah.
hooked up to all
Yeah,
kinds of shit, and he's shaking, and they're like, we're gonna pull the plug, and he's like,
Berserk isn't finished yet.
Oh God.
I have to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's
like
immediately-
One Piece. That's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's like us today
Right.
in One Piece. One day it'll be that way.
I was like, when did One Piece start? You were like, One Piece has always existed.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Thousands of years we knew him.
Oh yeah. Jesus over there chiseling out.
Go into the future. Yeah, exactly.
I miss that
One
robot.
Piece came down.
And
You
there
know?
was much defecation. Sora Katsuki, what's
What
up?
What up,
What's
fam
up?
bam? What up? Yeah, Sora got married yesterday. Congratulations,
Oh,
Sora.
awesome.
Sora and Raimi
Super
got married.
congrats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she found her a good one.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, congrats to you, boo.
Indeed.
Congrats to you. So yeah, oh, wait. So Star Wars Hotel. What,
You want me
WTF?
to do it?
You do it,
me
I
do it?
can't.
Yeah,
What?
I do
I
it. Okay.
What?
So they've been building the Star Wars hotel for about the past, I don't know, 2-3 years, something like that, I guess. And they've been talking about this. You know how they have the I forget what it's called.
Mini bar.
Yeah, the mini bar. That's what they got. They got that was exactly.
I want to
what
know
was
what's in the
thinking.
mini
What's
bar.
up in that mini bar?
Well, you do get one.
You get one drink with your
Stop.
dude, no,
Oh
dude,
my
the
God.
This is
the
so
stipulation
dumb.
was
This is
just wait,
so
just,
dumb.
You just wait. So it's Galaxy's Edge.
You
Galaxy's
still have
Edge
that
is the
picture?
Yeah, I do. I totally do. Okay, yeah, because I got to show you this. We saw this. I took this picture just for you, man, just so you could see. Okay, yeah, okay. So,
Explain it, then show.
Right,
I'm so terrified right now.
Okay.
I don't know what to
But you know
expect.
about Galaxy's Edge?
Yes.
Okay, right, and that's whatever that planet we established earlier, Batu, which is Maz Kanata's place. You know what I mean? So it's the modern hub. Like that kind of thing. So they just kind of make it, themed in the whole park. You can get your lightsaber made. You can go talk to, sand people. You know, whatever.
Yeah. Who wants to do that?
Yeah, really. That's what he had to say to me. I don't know what that meant. He said hi. Fuck.
Imagine he's right here in your face the whole time saying it too. Just like,
What is it? You just gotta make the crate dragon noise.
That's
That's good.
Claw back. Claw back. They travel in straight lines to hide their numbers. Whatever.
Anyway, so hotel.
Let me see this picture, bro.
No. Okay, so you start with a trip to Galaxy's Edge. They provide you that. You then get transported to this cruise liner, and it's basically an interstellar cruise liner that they're showing off.
It's not specifically a hotel. It's more akin to a cruise liner because just on land, and it's just imagine a Star Wars cruise.
That's
line.
it in space, right? But there's
is what the building looks like.
There's screens all over the place that show you the outside space. So throughout the whole thing, it looks like you're looking outside into a projected universe, right?
Okay.
And everybody on the cruise ship is in character. So they have all the different races, and everybody's wearing all the different shit. And
they encourage you to also cosplay,
to cosplay as well,
right? It can get weird in there.
Dude,
especially with
so
kids.
Many
especially with kids, right?
So many fucking fans. Dude, you're not in character.
Yeah, that's right.
Supposed to be speaking bocce right now.
What am I, a moisture evaporator?
Yeah, exactly.
So
this shit's gonna get wild.
It's gonna get weird, okay?
Yeah.
They want you to pick a side, whether you're gonna be rebels or First Order, right? So you have to kind of find an alliance, right? And then it's constant shit all day long. It's
they have a whole
tight schedule,
itinerary.
like even from 30-minute segments to each other. Of then you go do this, then you do this, then you do this. Lightsaber training, lunch in the cantina. The live band, like all this stuff,
but all of this
right?
is included in the price of admission.
Yes, it's all included. It's pretty much.
Let's say cruise liners don't work that way.
They have.
We got excursions, and that's going to cost you $300 per excursion.
I don't think they do the excursions because they're not stopping anywhere. You know what I mean? Because it's in one building, right? But they are going to upsell you on food, drinks, and the room itself. So this is the base tier for the package. This is the base tier.
That was about my reaction too.
I mean, but honestly,
it's not insane.
Well,
but
when you think about the price
days.
of cruises.
It is 2 days.
Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And they're gonna run you ragged over.
So
these 2 days.
Okay, for 2 guests per cabin, it's $1,209 per guest per night, or a voyage total of $4,809.
That's minimum right there.
Cheap, right? We got that.
Yeah.
Easy,
You're going to fake
all right?
space.
But there are 3 of us, and 2 adults, 1 child. That's $889 per guest per night. Somebody gets to sleep on the floor, or $5,299 voyage total. Unfortunately, we are 3 adults. They won't let me get by as a kid. I've tried that before.
Yeah.
You go to like Captain D's and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you can get free
just
drinks for the
act
kid."
a little shorter.
Act small, act small, and just look up with doe eyes.
You put your shoes on your knees.
Look like cotton.
Exactly.
I feel like I'd have to be gangster. I don't know why. Like if I did that, I just feel like I'd be like thugged out.
Yeah.
But we are adults, so 4 guests per cabin, 3 adults and 1 child. What? That's just a weird setup.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of motherfuckers in a small cabin.
But why
too.
would
It's
it be
not
3
big.
adults and 1 child? Why wouldn't it be 2 adults and 2 children?
What kind of situation you got going on?
That's what I'm trying to say.
You only
man.
bring in 1 grandparent,
and then
you got a weird uncle that wants to come along. What the fuck is
my
this?
whole thing.
It is Star Wars.
It is absolutely nerd culture being what it is. But there are 3 adults. why did we even bring the kid in the first place?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's $749 per guest per
We're just
night.
gonna fuck up
I
me
guess
and
they just
Cannon.
have a really small bed in each one of the rooms, and it's like,
Dude,
okay, well,
it's bunks on a side, and then you get a pull-down bed from the wall.
But those bunks on the side, they are just for kids, so they're smaller.
Dude, it looks like shit, and these are the base cabins. This is all the base cabins, so they'll
Right.
upsell you on the deluxe
or
suite and the.
6K.
Yeah.
Are we gonna keep going? You got more
That's
images?
all
No,
they have right
that's all
now.
they have
They
right
haven't even announced the later prices, right? So
Wow.
these are the base tier prices for this shit.
I
And
wonder how they
I mean,
sold.
if you're a fanatical Star
It's-
Wars
well, it's not
fan,
happening
this
for a year.
sounds.
I mean, but still,
this
I'm sure
might-
they
you know
have-
it's
they'd have-
selling right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it's selling right
Yeah.
now.
But like, if you're like a really, really big Star Wars fan,
Which
I can
there are
see this
several.
being something. Which there are several. I can see this being incredibly exciting and like, ooh, I want to do that. But I mean, for me, I mean, I like Star Wars, but no
I'll
thanks.
watch a walkthrough video.
Can't
That's
I just
right.
meet Ray Park? That's all I want.
Can I
Right.
just
I
hang
just
out with
want-
Twi'leks?
Yeah, man. That's all you want's the Twi'lek girls at the bar. Yeah, I don't want to be on the
Facts.
New Order or the Rebels. Can I just drink and hang out with these?
Yeah.
Some
For
weird
real.
fish face
I think you
bartender
could
man.
probably get more of what you actually want from like Comic-Con or Dragon Con.
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed,
Yeah,
man.
like
Yeah.
you know, exactly.
Plus, you
know,
could probably actually get into a
lightsaber battle.
Yeah,
on some-
Actual-
because
yeah,
you know they're
no.
not gonna let you do it on there with the kids and stuff,
Oh, no.
man.
Absolutely
I
not.
can't roll in Sith style.
They don't even want you doing that shit half the time at conventions, man.
I bet. Yeah, seriously, yeah. Especially with these heavy battle ready lightsabers
Yeah,
we got.
for real.
You know?
It's like people might
Yeah.
get hurt.
I've hurt myself.
Yeah, like even with like replica swords, if you ever go,
Yeah.
they make you zip tie them shut.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
They make you wrap that shit up. Yeah.
Oh damn,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
Have to have that bamboo blade, right?
Yeah. Right.
You know, for kids.
Yeah, one of these.
That's a movie we need to make him watch.
Oh, Harakiri.
Harakiri.
Death of a Samurai.
Ooh, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the original?
I don't know.
The original's
The
funny. The
really
original's
fucking
funny, dude.
funny.
Okay, then no.
Dude, because
Oh,
the new
there's
one's
nothing funny about
the new one's so depressing the whole
Yeah.
time. You're just like, Jesus. It's the same story. They just frame it less about the family, more just about the samurai.
Right.
But every time he's talking with the new daimyo,
Oh.
yeah, they'll say something. He'll be like, oh,
Oh.
like, they're telling him the story, and he's like,
By the way, that's where this.
That's
comes
where that comes from.
Yeah,
Because
right.
He
they
walks-
keep going
yeah.
you know about the suicide bluff, right? And he's like, you mean?
One of
he
these?
like,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's Harakiri. Yeah.
yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we
it's
know.
good.
That's how it
But
goes.
yeah, Star Wars Hotel.
For suckers.
it
The hotel for suckers.
is Disney.
I can't wait to see the rest of the pricing structure. You
Yeah.
know, like what happens when you stop including kids in there, bro? Because it's gonna get. It's so funny the way that they listed all of that, like with one child or 3 adults and 1 child.
Yeah.
And those numbers kind of went down, and it's like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
once we remove a kid from this equation, those numbers are gonna skyrocket.
Dude,
you know,
yeah.
they're gonna go way the fuck up.
Yeah, and you know there's gonna be some of those where because like you can fit 5 people in a cabin. I
Right,
think they're
yeah.
talking about like it's gonna be like 5 adults crammed into this cabin, because they're trying to save money. And then they're gonna pay just as fucking much, just because they're all adults and
Right.
there's no kids.
Yeah.
The kids are the discount. It doesn't seem.
Why is everybody trying to do this shit like in the middle of a pandemic? See, this is
Dude,
what's crazy
that's-
to me, man.
well, it's
the
starting
same
next
thing with
year.
Super
I think they're being
Mario.
hopeful,
Well,
you know?
everyone's being hopeful,
The
and that's
Nintendo
cool.
world,
You
yeah.
exact same thing, right?
They've had to
It's
shut
just
that
like-
down multiple times.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, I understand that this was in the budget and you've been planning this for so long, but every once in a while you got to press the pause button. Okay,
Yeah.
Nintendo, you should know that better than anyone. It's like
You
now
came up
might
with
be
the
time.
pause button.
Yeah. now might be the time just to be like, okay, we're gonna hold off on that.
Yeah.
But even though there is, I have a friend of mine at work, and she recently had Delta variant, and she's super hype about going to Bonnaroo this year.
Jesus.
Oh,
And so,
Yeah.
apparently, Bonnaroo is still going on
Wow.
as long as you can provide them with either a proof of immunization or a negative COVID test.
Okay.
And people are actually selling like false COVID licenses.
Of course
This
they
is
are.
a thing. This is a thing, and so it's just so weird to me. Like not to make this episode about that or talk about that too much, but it's just
fun.
weird
Yeah, that's
that this.
fucking funny.
Yeah, like this is actually all happening, and we're still just like, yeah, but the Star Wars hotel.
Yeah, but Star Wars hotel.
Star Wars hotel. I want to drop $5,000 and
So I can talk to an Iridonian.
That's
all I want.
for real, and they better act it to the
They better-
T.
they
If
better.
you pay, oh my god,
There's that
dude.
one asshole being like, well, I'm a Yusin Vong, and technically that's
Uh-huh.
not
Absolutely.
current
And you know what?
canon,
And
but I'm
and
still
I
like,
believe I believe that they have the right to stand their ground and be like, no, fix this shit.
Yeah,
you know?
for real. At that point, at that price point, hell, fuck yeah.
Absolutely. You
I'd
gotta
do
listen
it.
to me today.
That's
You know?
right. I'll pull up a Wikipedia
Wikipedia.
right
That Wikipedia,
right in front
You're
of me.
fucking right about that. Wikipedia, man. Any child has to immediately be a Jawa or an Ewok. Like they immediately make.
Hey, can we go? But all go in like Klingon cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, with batlets and everything. Yeah, right.
Speaking Klingon to everybody, piss them off.
Oh my god! I bet somebody does it.
We'd
I
have
bet
to
somebody
count
does it. I
down.
bet there'll be an invasion.
I'm sure. We would get murdered.
Did we get
Oh
murdered?
yeah.
We
We
get
would die.
murdered.
We would totally
Can
die.
I be a Vulcan
It'd be
while
worth
you're
it.
a Klingon? And then
Absolutely.
And then
Oh, why I
try
gotta
to-
be the Klingon? Because I'm black.
Well, I mean, no, man. Fucking Christopher
could've just
Lloyd
said
was like
yes.
Christopher Lloyd was like the best Klingon there was. Like, no, fuck that.
It's like, yeah. It's like the same reason why
Yes.
you are always Geordie LaForge. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it. I hate being Geordie LaForge.
I don't know. I feel like I'm actually Geordie. Like,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm the guy that's like, I'll get it working.
I used to think Geordie LaForge was like the coolest character
I
in the
loved
world
Geordie,
because
yeah.
of that visor.
Yeah,
And-
it was the visor.
It was the visor.
It was
That
all the
it.
visor. That's all you needed.
And
Yeah,
Lamar Burton.
dude.
I guess
Yeah,
that was
of course. Yeah,
LeVar
LeVar.
Burton, yeah.
Yeah, LeVar.
Yeah, dude.
Lamar.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
Nice.
Oh man. Yeah.
Smooth R&B.
So that was a lot for something we're not gonna do.
All right.
That's pretty funny. Something I might do though.
Steam
The
Deck
Steam
Veer.
Deck, right? So people have been talking about this whole, how powerful is the Steam Deck, right? And how it works with other peripherals. How much of a regular computer is it? There are a couple of cool things, like AMD and Valve have talked about a dedication to having a specific hardware profile in Windows and an optimization API to make sure that as many things as possible run as well as they can on this, right? It seems like they're going to dedicate that moving forward just to make sure that if you do want to install Windows on this thing, you won't get a terrible fucking experience, you know? Seems like a lot of people are immediately going like, well, it's going to suck having a 720p touchpad that's all this. Yeah, but if you can just boot up Steam and let it go, you'll be fine, right? And the hardware itself is significantly more powerful than most laptops and most, mobile devices at this point. So people are going like, well, can I run a VR headset off of this? Well, sure. We talked about this before. There's no reason why, if you can plug USB stuff up to it and you're trying to play something like Super Hot, Space Pirate Train, or whatever.
Yeah,
you
just
toss
don't
it in a
expect to run
backpack.
Half-Life Alyx.
Right. Okay.
Which seems
And-
weird to me. I would think that they would want to try to spec their console up for, like, Valve to like.
Well,
would
Valve
want
is supposedly
have.
developing another VR unit to use in conjunction with the Steam Deck. But I don't want to step on your toes. What do you?
This is part of that.
Okay,
right? This
gotcha.
is part of that whole thing. There was a patent, and you know how patents go. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows? That Valve did for an external computational device that would click onto whatever this next headset is. Right.
Right.
Potentially, they're going to release some sort of headset. This is just up in the air here, but based on what's going on, they can release a new index that works wirelessly with a PC and wired, that then also has an attachment unit that would be basically the APU from the Steam Deck, to where it would make it a standalone headset. But it would still be like an optional thing.
Right.
They were talking to one of the hardware developers from Valve about this. Somebody asked them directly that, hey, now that you have this really good system on a chip that runs really cool, are you guys going to try to make a standalone headset to compete with the Quest 2? And the guy was like, I really like that question, but we can't say anything about that yet.
Yeah.
Right? And that sounds good to me.
That sounds
real good.
Sounds very positive.
Right? Because they don't beat around the bush. It's not like they're going to be like, no comment.
Right.
Like fucking Sony does. Sony
Yeah.
just no comment. That's it.
Yeah.
Valve likes to be like, maybe you're on to something.
Yeah.
And so
like to be a little cheeky with it.
and have a nice low-powered hardware. This the one thing I will say is that system on a chip is most definitely more powerful than what the Quest 2 can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So as long as they do a certain amount of optimization, there are games out there that are PC VR that are really beefy.
Yeah.
But the majority of them have to run on whatever, like we were talking about, because PC isn't a unified platform. You have
well,
to.
if you're gonna be releasing a game, just in general, if
Yeah.
you're gonna be releasing a game on multiple platforms, you pretty much have to develop for the lowest common denominator.
You have to.
You have to.
Right?
Which is why PSVR 2 is going to be mind-blowing.
Beast.
Yeah.
Boy.
Because the lowest common denominator is way up here.
Way.
You know what I'm saying? Way the fuck
And
up.
designed with
But-
it in mind.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I just wonder at what point Valve would want to take that next step. Because especially with the slow adoption rate of VR, you know, and with the Steam Deck, you know, the future of the Steam Deck is still kind of up in the air. To prematurely announce,
You're gonna get them in a year.
well, I mean, yeah, right. I mean, yeah, but I mean, they're all gonna sell. They're all gonna move.
Yeah.
But how many of those people are also interested in virtual reality?
Right.
VR is a weird avenue because some people are just resistant to the idea of it, you know, for different reasons. Either it's motion sickness, either it's the cost, either it's, you know,
They tried cell phone
they
VR.
tried you know, there's so many reasons that a lot of people don't want to cross that boundary. It can be a little dangerous to, you know, a company's wallet to be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we're going to lean really heavily into this. You know, Sony's doing it one more time. And but at this point, you know, we still only got what, like 3 million
Oh yeah.
you know, sold.
Yeah,
you know,
I
in
think
the
it's
wild.
more than that. I think it's more like 5 or so. I
But
think it's
that's still a
yeah.
low number.
I want to
That's
know.
a very
You know what? I'm gonna look
let's
that
check
up real
that
quick.
out.
But
It's a
but
very low
them
number.
developing a system on a chip, them
Yeah.
developing this chip that could potentially be in a laptop, could potentially be in a, like, they're not designing the chip just for a VR headset.
Right.
So that's one of the things that's very cool here, is that if they make a batch of these and then they don't work, they're like, oh, well, whatever, these parts go to more Steam Decks.
Yeah.
And they're not really cannibalizing all that much. They build around it rather than,
Right.
you
Well,
know,
what I'm addressing is, you know, what
who's buying it?
who's going to buy it? Like,
Right.
how many people are going to be
Right.
willing to make that investment?
If
And
it's
so-
if it's less than $1,000, you
Right.
can run things on it, and it's a wireless option for a PC. I think that'll be an immediate.
they have to
seller.
make it less than 4, because I mean, even with the Valve Index, like,
Man, they
people are like,
that
ugh.
is,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they price themselves out of the
aggressive.
market.
No, you're
Right.
right.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
aggressively
and they
price
will
that
do
shit.
that.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
will do that, and so I'm just interested to see how it pans out. You know,
Well-
I've got nothing but hope.
Have you
Yeah.
heard this idea about reached 5 million? Yeah, January 1st, 2020, it reached 5 million.
So where are we at now?
Whoa, I don't know. 2021. There's a idea that I've heard a couple of people talk about with the Xbox Series S that I think is pretty cool. It's the chip that's in that. They could potentially. Man, it's not giving me fucking a number for 2021. Okay, well,
thought
it's more
they
than it's
just-
more than 5 million from 2020. So
Yeah.
I
Right.
bet we
That-
got to be
that
in
puts
like
it at
7.
7,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. But so if they took the Xbox system on a chip from the Series S, which runs super cool and is still like the baseline for Xbox specs at this point, right? Or actually it's middle ground because they're still supporting Xbox One shit. They could slap that in a laptop. They could actually make a Xbox laptop
Yeah.
that dual boots into Windows and
An
it boots
X-top.
into an X-top. I would buy an X-top, dude. Dude. Oh, what's up, Lime?
What's up?
Yo, what up, Lime?
And it, like, if they had it to where it was basically like a Microsoft Surface, you know, because the Surface tablets and the Surface Book are fucking great. Oh, they love each other.
Yeah, they found love.
But if they did that, if they took this this chip that they already have, that they're already making for the Series S, started putting it in laptops, it would already be a beefy gaming laptop that you could put in a thin enclosure, basically, you know.
Right.
And you know, then you'd have this Xbox gaming device that isn't exactly a computer, and isn't exactly a console. It's a little bit of a hybrid of both, and it also works like the way the rest of their Surface shit does, with the cool input screen.
Yeah.
And then they'd charge you $1,500 to $2,000 for it, and I know they would.
Absolutely, no
But
question.
that'd be an amazing product.
It would be cool.
Yeah. And I think we're moving into the point to where a lot of these guys are getting like low power, super powerful chips, you know?
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to see all these different products pop up that are all-in-one headsets, new types of laptops, Steam Deck style things that we've never fucking seen before. Steam Deck's blowing it out of the water, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to think differently.
It has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's kind of just a thing, but this Blair Witch.
Blair Witch VR.
Did you see anything about it? Game looks fine.
Everyone who's played it, every review that I've seen, they're very positive about it. I thought about picking it up today, but it's also Hades this month. And it's also
Hades.
Fract, and I'm like,
boy.
oh god, like, do I really want to pick up Blair Witch right now? And I just picked up. God, what's the name of that goddamn game? Well, I mean, of course, Pistol Whip. That's one thing. But
man.
But but I just picked up Synth Riders.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so, like, I'm just like, okay, I don't have all the time in the world currently.
Right.
And so I'm going to have to pace that out because once Fract comes out, and I'm not going to play anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Not until I finish it. So.
Yeah, we're both going to be streaming Fract.
Oh, yeah, that's going down. That's going down. But I know it looks really, really good. And, the flat game looked really interesting.
Looks better than the movies.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But then you take that and, I always make the argument that, horror is where, VR is where horror thrives. VR is where horror actually lives. And so if you call yourself a horror fan, you owe it to yourself to get a VR headset of some sort. Because if you like getting that dopamine hit from being terrified, VR is the way to do it.
It's horror, and it's like semi stuff, flying an airplane, racing a car. These are the two peaks of VR. Like you can't even deny them. This is the best way to experience these two genres.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Having a racing wheel, having a headset on, it's just surreal. If you have a rumbling seat too, you're just in heaven.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Evil is good.
Yeah,
that's right.
Ass is good. If you get yourself a piece of evil ass, then woo, you in heaven. That's Vampire in Brooklyn for those who don't know.
We're gonna do that one later.
We'll talk about that shit.
Yeah, we will.
But you're absolutely correct. And I mean, and when it comes to VR, because I was that kid that was raised on horror movies. My mom used to sit me in her lap, and we would watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
Cool.
And she was really, I tell too much, give too much information all the time. She used to like cover her eyes whenever she saw something scary, and she would have me describe to her what happened, right? Mom, I hope you're not watching because we're spilling the tea. And I never really thought anything about it, but then as an adult, I'm like, well, that's kind of fucked up. But, I've been all that just to say, I've been kind of desensitized from a young age, right? So horror movies aren't scary to me, right? You can give me like psychological thrillers; those really work for me. Things like Requiem for a Dream, that's a horror movie to me. That terrifies me. That's really scary. But if you give me something like a slasher film, you give me something like even though Candyman is looking good,
Candyman is looking
good. I'm very excited about
I can't wait for that.
But these things aren't really scary; they're just interesting and cool.
No, man, that's rainy day popcorn movie.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But you put something like that in VR, like Paranormal Activity and virtual reality.
Yeah.
Like when you feel like something's actually breathing down your neck and like it's about to get you, it changes everything, man. Your heart rate accelerates. All of a sudden it's just like, you might freak out. I can't tell you how many times in Saints and Sinners, I've been trying to run out of a house because the bells start going, and next thing I know, there's the horde coming at my ass, and I'm trying to fight them off, and I scream out loud, just like a child. I'm just like, what? Swinging my axe, and then the tracking's going wonky, so I'm just getting waylaid. Yeah, right. And so, I mean, it's just a completely different experience if you do love horror. Just trying out some of these horror experiences in VR, and I can see Blair Witch definitely shining in virtual reality.
You also have a dog,
right? Yeah,
you can pet a puppy.
You got a dog.
That's always good, right? You
Maybe
have a dog, and you are being followed.
Maybe it listens to you.
Really?
Right? Yeah. It's
I
your
still
guide.
haven't tried that thing out.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
is it an actual game or is it just a little experience? Oh, well then, yeah,
that's cool.
I should get it.
Yeah, it's only like 20 minutes. Maybe.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's very short.
Yeah,
and free.
Yeah. So would you say 20 minutes is about as long as we enjoyed Back 4 Blood?
We were on that shit for like an hour, bro.
Yeah, but we were talking for like
for another hour.
Yeah,
another hour after that. What do you think?
I thought it was fine. I just don't think it's great.
Yeah,
that's it. I think like you were saying, it's a decently fun game to jump in with your friends and blast some zombies. But zombies is better.
Right. Yeah. For those who do not know, Back 4 Blood is a new team-based survival
Kind of like
it's kind of like
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead. Exactly.
It's not
with-
like Left 4
It's
Dead.
not-
with different-
it
it is
Left
Left 4
4
Dead
Dead.
with episodes.
Okay.
You know, and the beta is actually, the open beta is live right now. It's open through the 16th. So if you want to get your zombie smack on, then go for it. It's free.
I think it's on all platforms right now.
Yeah, crossplay enabled. But like you were saying, it was just, it's fun because anything's fun with friends.
Right.
The shooting is satisfying. The game looks okay.
It looks fine.
It looks fine.
Yeah.
It looks fine.
It doesn't look trashy. It's not like I was going like, oh, this looks bad. But
Right.
you know,
The
it's
game looks
just
fine. The animations sometimes kind of go to shit.
I did
You know,
not
I
like-
think the enemy
zombies
models
just kind of went.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. You know, they ain't hungry for real. You
Right,
know,
yeah.
it's like, you know, they're just over there doing their thing. And then I also, one of my biggest problems with any game of that type is the physics engine, right? How the zombie reacts to being hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you have the worst zombie model in the world, if I shoot that thing in the shoulder and then all of a sudden it goes right.
Yeah.
Then you sold me, right?
absolutely.
If I come at it with a fire axe and hit its legs, and I can cartwheel that motherfucker,
Yeah.
you sold me,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Because all of a sudden it's a sandbox, right?
Yeah.
I can just play with these Zambo bodies in different ways. That's what made Dead Island so good to me.
Yeah.
You know, because they
Serious?
nailed that.
Yeah.
You know, they really
You
nailed it.
hack into a zombie, it does what it's supposed to.
It does what it's supposed to do. That's what it made it like anything you picked up. You go and get a fishing oar, like you go get an oar, and that was one of the best weapons. Yeah, yeah. And then it breaks, then you can stab them with it. I'm like, dude, that was sick. None of that's really there in this game. Now they do have a lot of firearms and a lot of mods for the firearms, which is cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, they got a lot of guns.
They got a lot. They got a lot. And but I'm with you. That Call of Duty Zombies just does it better.
Way better.
You know,
Jeez.
it does it better.
Yeah.
Like it does. The environment's way better. The animations are way better. Just the sense of place is far superior. You know, and I mean that's like. I mean, there are huge open maps if you want to do that. If you want to do maps that actually have
the
the Easter eggs
Onslaught
and
shit
story.
is so good.
Bro, you know,
Yeah.
it's weird that they're putting this out after COD Zombies has been rocking for the past year, right? And Activision has been focusing on zombies and giving us a lot of content. You know, we're about to get a fucking grappling hook, son.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and so
Lots of free content too.
yeah, man. And so
Yeah.
it's interesting. I feel like playing that beta I hate saying this, but it's the truth. I feel like it just saved me $70. You know, because I've been so excited about Back 4 Blood
Right.
ever since they announced it. I've been so excited, and I was going to pre-order it, and I kept
But
putting
now
it off.
you played the beta, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I
can miss it.
It'll be
Yeah.
on sale eventually,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'll get it, and jam out on it with the boys, and
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
be fine. But nah,
Yeah, I got you.
we can
Not
play
for
again
now.
when we
Not
get
for-
home. But
Yeah.
I think we should give it another shot,
I'm
but
with
I
it.
kind of feel like we're just gonna feel the same way.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's like I said, not
not a
terrible
bad
or anything.
game.
No,
Yeah.
it seems like it's fine. It's just
Yeah.
it's put
It's-
together like it played. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it worked. We didn't have any crashes
No.
or anything, except for that one person who joined the game.
That ledge slip shit.
Yeah, for real, dude was. I'll show you this video. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
show me
He's like,
this.
yeah, you saw it.
No.
Okay,
I
okay,
wa-
yeah.
I'm saying,
It's like
yes,
homeboy.
please
He
show me
came into
this.
the game. We were playing with a bot for so long that we were just like, God, we need a fourth player because this bot, like, sometimes you can get knocked off of a bridge. Sorry about that. And you're like hanging onto the side of the bridge, like kicking your little legs, and actually you're slightly lifting up. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. It's a strange
You should
decision
be able
that
to
they
pull
made.
yourself up
At that point, yeah, for real. But you're over there and you're kicking your legs and you're begging for help and you're doing it for a very long time. And I'm just like, dude, your finger strength is out of this world. And the bot came over, and of course, it's a timed event. You know, you hold X or whatever button to help them up. So
Right.
he's getting me up. And then all of a sudden he just stops and teleports away, and he's like way across, getting killed next to you guys. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So we need a real person. The real
Yeah.
person finally comes in, and we're on that same map, so same bridge. The real person is walking towards combat, and then all of a sudden, I guess it was just latency. All of a sudden, things get real choppy. They get real choppy, real choppy. Next thing you know, homie is just hanging off the ledge.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, I mean, out of nowhere, he was going that way, and then he was hanging off the ledge. And so I'm like, okay,
man.
so either there was just some terrible latency, or that dude just got fucked on. You know what I'm saying? Like completely. The game
A
said,
meteor hit his house.
Right.
Yeah,
For real, dude. I mean, it was hilarious. It was so funny. I had to clip it. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
it's good.
hilarious.
That's funny.
You
Yeah,
know?
I
He
wanna
was trying
see
to
that.
save Moth. Moth was all gooed up, and he was over there.
Yeah, doing the Harlem Shake.
Doing the Harlem Shake. And he walked over to him like he's gonna help him, and then all of a sudden he's just off the side. And we're like, man, I heard you like, oh, Hero's gonna save the day. He's like, nope.
There weren't any enemies around or anything, dude. Like I have no idea what happened to that dude to
That's
this day.
funny. Yeah, I gotta see that.
And so it's
and then we stood around in the like lobby area just talking.
Yeah.
Like in the main base.
Yeah, talking about toys and shit.
Killing each other and
Yeah,
funny.
that was more interesting. But even
it was more interesting.
It still wasn't very, very visceral or fun.
So from meh to woo. What y'all
woo.
think about the
To
new
woo-ha.
some new pistol whip?
Whoa, we going into pistol whip?
Woo-ha.
Oh shit.
Woo-ha.
Okay. Woo.
Yeah, there you go.
From boo to woo.
From boo to woo. There you go. That's better. We're keeping that.
Oh God. Now that pistol whip life. See, here's what fucked me up.
Okay.
I've got my gig. It's kind of physically demanding. I basically run track. All right, I clock in, I run my ass off, I clock out, I get home. Now because I'm me, I got synth riders, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this goddamn game. So I don't care if I'm tired. I'm gonna dance. That's what's gonna happen, right? But synth riders is such a cool experience, right? Well, it's not like Beat Saber where they require a lot of like exertion.
Yeah.
Like it's really just like, okay, you just gotta catch the orbs when they come to you, and then every once in a while you glide down on them, you ride. Like it's really kind of cool.
It's
kinda,
like little
kinda
roller
soothing.
coaster like rails that come up, don't they?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and they have all these weird patterns that you'll be doing, and so it's like you got to look like a complete fool while you're playing. Either that. I mean, I don't care how cool you try to make it look; it probably does not look cool. But it's not. It doesn't really force you to exert a lot of energy, so you can still kind of relax and do it. Get your heart rate up just a little bit, just enough to know that you're doing something.
Right.
But it's still, very relaxing.
Chill.
It's kind of chill, chill vibes. I jumped into Pistol Whip after that patch went live, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I've been playing rhythm games, and it's cool, I'm like, we're just gonna do this real quick. I put it on stream, so it's there if y'all want to laugh at a nigga. And so I'm sorry, I take that back. I shouldn't have said that on stream. But it's like I was sitting there, and I start the game, and it kicks off with the heavy. Like plays for the hero to call home.
And this one's Western themed.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. And I forgot.
You got those dual six shooters.
Yeah, boy.
Exactly, with only 6 bullets per before you have to reload.
That's
Remember
right.
that.
Yep.
I forgot how much movement that game requires, man.
Oh, you're going to be doing some squats.
Oh, doing some squats.
Not only
moving
that,
your
but
head.
you got to get down and move back and forth
Yeah.
while you're doing it too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it was,
And, I do the snake a lot. You know what I'm
really.
saying? Or I'll do like last second dodges where I'll like do
man,
and watch the
I do that
bullet go
all
past
the
my
time,
face.
man.
Yeah.
And you just hear it in your.
Yeah, right. It is one of my favorite parts of the game.
I know, really.
For people who don't know what Pistol Whip is a VR experience. It's not an experience, a VR game. This is
it's a game. This is
it is a rhythm action game where you have usually one gun and you're on rails. Enemies come out, you shoot them, you get bonus points.
You shoot them to the rhythm
of the song that's playing.
I prefer one gun actually.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it feels just cooler, especially when you're reloading. It feels really cool. But it gives you that John Wick flair.
It does, yeah.
Right?
You hit the.
Oh yeah, dude! Hit that gun kata on him real quick.
That's the gun I use.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah. The Grammaton Cleric gun with that little triangle on the end.
Oh,
of it.
nice,
You know what I'm talking
nice.
about?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like I've got one of the it's like Simtech. I forgot what it's called, but I've got it with like scales on it for scales. So it's got, like, dragon
cool.
scales all over it. Yeah, like golden scales.
Every time Iana plays, I got to give her a pink gun.
Oh yeah.
Like, I want it to be pink, Daddy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Let me make this weapon of death pink.
Exactly.
For you.
Right.
Cute little murderer.
Well, it's funny because she was playing it last night and she kept saying, "Get paint, get paint." So I think she thinks
Wait,
it's
was
like
she
a
using
little.
the water gun? One of the water guns?
I have done that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no,
Oh,
she was using
using
the
bullets.
futuristic
Get
one.
paint.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but she was thinking it was like paint. So you know what? Like that.
Roll with
that
it. Roll with it.
way better.
Absolutely.
Than, Murder.
It's a lot easier to explain to the teachers.
That's right.
She keeps talking about pistol whipping someone. I'm like, it's a game.
I don't know. She's been with her mama all week long.
right.
They live in the city. I don't know. No. Yeah, it's funny. That's a real funny one.
Man, for real. Let's not get off on a tangent.
Man,
But Pistol Whip is amazing. Like for people who always want to find like that thing to compare to Beat Saber.
No, this is it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. You know,
Yeah.
I think Audica is another, like, if you want to shoot and do the whole like shooting at nothing thing. But if you want to feel like there's a reason for doing what you're doing, because I mean, even the levels are like essentially episodes, right? That it's like, okay, well, this one is a movie. Like the first few, because we're up to what, like, how many tracks do we have now? Like 28.
I mean, so there were 2 5-packs, right?
Uh-huh.
For the last 2 campaign expansions.
Right.
There was like 10 for the first set, maybe another 5 for the second set, and then 3 for that one. So I mean, fuck, dude, yeah, like 20 something.
Yeah.
30
I mean, we're
something,
killing
maybe.
it. And the first ones they were basically set up as like a movie poster. You shoot that, and then you play through a movie.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and then they added the 2099, which was basically playing through like a Terminator-esque.
Yeah, you're like a
story.
robot that wakes up in a garbage heap, and he's like, "Where the hell am I?" And his memory's been wiped, and then you figure out what's going on with him.
Nice.
As you're
but
killing.
man, when you have that multi-shot though, that and you can like rip it across people.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
you can like
Super fun.
Sick, boy.
yeah.
Sick.
But these have been free updates.
Absolutely.
Every single one of them has been completely free. Unlike Beat Saber, where they
Right.
charge you for pack.
Uh-huh.
Which I mean, quality content. I'm not hating on it.
Says who?
Okay.
Last one they put out had Pussycat Dolls on it, bro. It had Don't Ya. It had Don't Ya. I was like,
yeah,
who
don't you want to play
wants-
another song?
Right? Don't you want to play another game?
Don't you-
Like, I'm like, dude, like who wanted that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They had Kendrick DNA, and so I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do that just to do it.
Didn't they do a
but
Linkin
at the same
Park
time,
pack?
well, hey, look, okay. The thing about that is, it's kind of like
I don't hate Linkin Park. I
Dance
just
Dance
don't
Revolution.
think it fits.
It's
at
just
all.
like DDR. Sometimes a song is way better when you're interacting with it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes maybe a song that you may not like, because
Yeah.
as far as Linkin Park,
Yeah.
Breaking the Habit on Beat
Oh,
Saber
yeah.
is sick. Oh my
I can see
god,
that. I
it
can
was
see
my-
that.
Oh my,
That's a good one for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just not trying to play like Numb on.
no.
fucking-
Well,
yeah.
Numb is probably
Is Numb
better
on
than
there
you
too?
think.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it
wow.
is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
Linkin Park,
Closer
but
to the
it's not
Edge.
bad. But
Closer
still,
to the
that
Edge,
was
yeah.
that was the beginning of the
Yeah,
end. That was them like on the way to Don't Ya.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, Linkin Park. Did we really want this? No, not really.
Linkin Park is
And
the
then
direct
you-
gateway
you-
to Pussycat Dolls.
Exactly. Absolutely.
We all know this.
Absolutely. Well, you play it, and then it's like, okay, well, you know, this worked out, guys.
Yeah.
All right, it could be cool.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, well, don't ya? And it's like, like LMFAO.
Oh,
like,
no.
yeah. I'm like, I don't really. Sorry for party rocking. Like, I don't want.
You
that.
should feel sorry. You should feel real
You
bad
should
for
feel,
Party
right,
Rock.
feel shamed, shame, you know. And so it's weird. Pistol Whip, they're like, like we're just bringing that fire. I feel the same way about I don't know why I can never remember the name. Synth Riders. Their track packs are amazing. Like they actually have a Caravan Palace track. I don't know if you guys love Caravan. I love Caravan Palace. They're like electro swing.
Okay.
Yeah, like
all right.
absolutely amazing stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then they'll have like they actually have a whole pack that's all electro swing, and then they have punk rock, believe it or not. Rancid Time Bombs on that bitch.
Whoa,
like,
boy.
what?
Yeah,
like,
man.
What?
Hell yeah.
They've got who else is on there? Pennywise. They have a Pennywise song.
Sweet.
They've got some Offspring. And then speaking of Offspring, they also have these experiences. There are only 3 of them.
Because
We're
who doesn't have
basically-
Offspring?
Well,
I always think of Crazy Taxi. Man, Crazy Taxi is what is
Crazy-
the Offspring.
oh yeah, exactly. Well, that's not on there. They do have self-esteem, and they have come out and
yeah.
play.
Self-esteem.
But they have these experiences where they drop the generic background and make a virtual reality experience for that specific song.
Is it,
Cool.
is it
And
the
they have
fucking
one
logo?
for
Is it the
nah, man. You got like fucking skeletons over there rocking out and headbanging and shit, swirling all around. Oh no, they're sick.
Awesome. Wow.
They are sick. They have one for one of the Caravan Palace songs. I think it's for Booty Swing. Is it for Booty Swing? No, it's not for Booty Swing. Anyway, they have one for that. They have one for Come Out and Play, and then they have one for Muse. What's the name of
Whoa,
the Muse
there's some
song?
Muse on there?
Muse is on there as well. Absolutely. So,
Hell yeah.
Like I'm serious. Like I actually sent one of the devs. They posted something on Reddit, and I sent him a message just like, "Hey man, it looks like you picked some of this music like straight out of my collection. Like this is amazing. You never get that with a rhythm game, you know."
yeah.
And he's like, "Oh man, thank you so much." I'm like, I'm like, are we going to see any more experiences, for some of the pre-existing songs, or will they all be, new DLC? He's like, well, we're aiming for new DLC, but as far as the pre-existing songs, I'm going to leave that to our track designers to answer that question for you. And I'm like, they're awesome. So they're down with community as well, right?
Hell yeah.
So, I'm all for it. I'm all fucking for it. And so if anybody, wants to play another alternative to Beat Saber, go that route. However, if you want to sweat, Pistol Whip is the way to
it will.
go, boy.
Squat's the game, man.
Squat's the game.
In the Wild
Make
West.
you love it.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna squat and make you squat and make you like it.
Yeah, man.
And so,
Forget you're doing squats. That's what it does.
yeah.
It makes you forget.
until the next day.
So Scott, we got a new section here.
No, it's gonna be Scotch Schlock Talk. Hold on. Hold on. We'll play.
Here comes our copyright strike.
It's Scott's
Oh, no.
Talk.
New segment.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna
man.
talk about some slock ass movies.
Oh man.
Take it away, Scott.
So this week, since we were doing He-Man, I went ahead and just rewatched the 1987 Masters of the Universe.
Dolph
and-
Lundgren.
With Dolph Lundgren and Frank
Langella.
and a Friends Courtney
That's
Cox.
so weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's so weird is the cover of that movie with him with the sword in one hand
And the
the
gun
gun
in
and
the
the
other.
laser
Yeah.
rifle.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But so rewatched it. Honestly,
Oh man.
not as bad as everyone keeps saying it is.
Right.
It's pretty goddamn good. I mean, about the only time that it really falls out is like or falls flat is the hey, look, Eternians in the real world
yeah, that's
aspect of it. That's the only time that it kind of just feels like it drags a little bit. But other than that, man, when He-Man's like on screen beating up on some robots or some like bounty hunters or Beastman, it's rad. And dude, Frank Langella as Skeletor is the reason to watch this movie. He is wonderful. He knows exactly what kind of movie he's in. He knows exactly what kind of character that Skeletor is, and he just chews every second. Every bit of the scene, every second he's on screen is like worthwhile.
Dude,
So-
I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
don't know why. Like when I think Skeletor, I immediately think of like Raul Julia. As in
Yeah,
Bison.
mhm, yeah,
Like,
it's
that's-
kind of that same way. It's kind of the same thing, man.
eccentric mostly,
Dude,
right?
And and it's like the last the all is lost moment when Skeletor has He-Man there in Castle Grayskull chained up, and he's just like, you will kneel. Like that whole monologue, that whole fool, you are no longer my equal. I am more than man, more than life. I am a god.
Oh, dude.
It's just, oh god, every fucking time. And he improv that.
That's
That wasn't
amazing.
in the script.
Oh, that's great. Really?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
was not in the script, man. And it is just, oh god, it's just the cherry on top
Really,
of it.
that's that Shakespeare shit right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
That's,
He actually did improv a Shakespeare line.
Yeah.
There's one line where he sends out the bounty hunters. They fail to get He-Man. They come back, and he's just like, "Oh, please, he just wants to wants you to give him some encouragement." I am not in a giving mood this day.
Nice.
Oh, I'm telling you,
Nice.
dude, he is the reason to watch that movie. Even if you go into it and you're just like, man, the rest of this is shit. Frank Langella is just, he's spot on.
He's a terrifying man.
He is very much, and makes Skeletor very terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, guys, again, if you haven't seen this movie in a long time, I highly suggest you go check it out.
I'm sure there are a lot of
And
people
re-
who have never seen that film.
I'm
man.
sure.
I'm sure a lot of people don't even know that it really existed.
Look, enhance your
Unless
life.
you were like an '80s baby, like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't,
Seriously,
you wouldn't know.
yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
enhance in your life. Watch this movie.
Expand your horizon.
It's so good.
And this
It's
is
so
like
good.
this is like Dancing in the Dark era Courtney Cox. Is that what you mean?
Maybe
like that kind of.
I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm talking about? When the boss gets her up on stage in the middle of the concert, and they're both wearing the white T-shirts with the shirts rolled up. You know what I'm talking about? Can't start the fire. You know.
You will never just dancing in
Yeah, you know. The boss.
Yeah, right.
He always had somebody just punch him in the stomach.
The boss
They
has a
give him
hard
good-
life, man.
hitting his- oh, dude, I saw him perform
Boss
live one
smokes a
summer.
pack of cigarettes at the
And
same
he was like,
time.
he
He's
was
like,
performing Christmas carols. In
Oh
July.
boy.
what?
Yeah, he was doing that. He
And,
was
like,
he's a
like-
fucking boss. You can't tell him anything. Like we were at it was at Bonnaroo Festival. And this dude was
Awesome.
performing and he was out there in like 95-degree heat. And he was like, "It's too hot for Santa," and then started kicking it like all one for Christmas. Yeah, he was like playing. That's all he did. It was like a Christmas
Too
set.
hot for Santa.
Yeah, and he had like Santa Claus floats and reindeer floats and everything. I'm just like,
He
what?
should have had one of those rad
Like, what?
Santas that's like on a surfboard with the shorts on.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that would have been
Talking
great.
about- You know what I'm talking about.
Hit that surfing bird. Yeah, dude. But he did it. He showed up and
Boss
that's what
had
we're
no idea what month it was.
doing.
Hey man,
He didn't give a
he
fuck.
didn't give a fuck.
You know,
It really does seem hot for Christmas. Whatever.
Roll with
There's
it.
no way I'm wrong.
Right?
I'm the
Can't
boss.
stop the fire.
Yeah. So,
He-Man.
and the Masters of the Universe Revelation,
He-Man.
the Kevin Smith written and produced, not directed.
Right.
Um,
Executive producers.
Yeah.
Producer.
For Netflix.
Yep.
5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys think?
Generally good. Not bad.
Mhm.
I think that it's like a lot of other Kevin Smith work, though, where they have a wonderful cast that you look at and you go, holy shit, how'd they get all these people to make a mediocre product?
Nah, okay.
You know, it's not bad. It
No.
really isn't bad, but it's for kids.
And
it's not for
animation's
me.
pretty
it's
good.
not at times.
I'm
At
not
times the
even sure if
animation
that's
is
for
good.
kids. I don't
That's the
think it was
thing.
aimed at
I
kids.
don't think it's for kids. I think
I
it
think
is
for us,
people.
it's for adults.
Yeah.
Dude, it
Yeah.
seems to me like it's for like the
Okay.
13, 14-year-olds that just got
I don't
off
think
of
that at
school.
all. I think it's for
Man.
30 plus
It
years.
Just
is.
because of some of those jokes.
My question
Well, then it's not
too,
entertaining
but my
enough for us.
question, my
It's
question
not.
is, I loved it. My question is, were you raised on He-Man?
No.
Right. Were you raised on
Yes.
He-Man? See,
Yeah.
and how'd you feel about the show?
The new one or the
new one.
original?
The new
I thought it was fine.
Okay.
I thought it needed more episodes.
Well,
I felt like
yeah.
the pacing was a little rushed. I feel like Kevin Smith, while it was a very interesting idea. Oh, spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen it. I thought it was a very interesting and good thing to do in order to keep the focus on some of these other side characters that we never really focused on in the original.
I liked the side character
Well,
stuff.
that's the thing.
To
right? It's the Masters of the Universe.
to kill off He-Man and Skeletor
They
at the
killed.
very beginning.
He killed them off.
Yeah.
You know, he murked them.
He murdered them.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good idea because I mean Teela's good. I like the way they portray her.
Yeah, she's cool.
I like that. I like the way that they went in a little deeper with Evelyn.
Evelyn was
Bro, and
awesome.
then,
Evelyn was-
then Lena
Evelyn was-
Headey.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Perfect.
dude.
She's got
cast.
that just right amount of snark to
Oh
her.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I
You
feel
know?
I feel like Orko's arc was really well
Dude,
done.
Yeah.
Orko's
Yeah,
arc-
if you don't get feels by the
Fuck,
end of it
man.
all, it's just like,
Absolutely.
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Boy.
But that being said,
Uh-huh.
the brave
Roboto,
move,
dude.
Oh,
yeah,
Roboto.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and that's
even
Justin Long.
even Man at Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, Man at Arms is
Man at Arms.
Davos. Come
Right.
on.
Dog
of
Man at
course.
Arms is
You
Davos.
know, God, dude, I'm waiting to hear your complaints.
But
Because so far it sounds really fucking good, right?
yeah, but
But
I think the decision of killing off He-Man and Skeletor was in such a short 5-episode series. This is what I mean by I feel like they needed a few more episodes. Like if they had built He-Man and Skeletor up and then put the hammer down on him, Like then,
But the whole point here is that you grew up watching He-Man.
Exactly,
You
and
know,
that's what it's
because
supposed
it's
to be.
supposed to be
Yeah.
a continuation of the He-Man
A straight
story.
continuation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
by
picks
the-
up at the
yeah.
end.
Right,
basically.
so
Okay.
you already know
You already
He-Man
know all
versus
that.
Skeletor. You
But
know
that's-
everything. You know
but
everything
again,
about Eternia.
that's why it's not for anybody except for the people that grew up on.
But it's
and-
also fucking He-Man. Who else
Yeah.
is checking for He-Man? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, right? He-Man
Yeah.
comes out, and most people are gonna be like, He-Man. What kind of name is that?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
that's a dumbass name.
It's a
over
dumbass
it.
fucking
Dude,
name,
I was
right?
talking to Iana. She was looking at Man at Arms. She was like, "What's that guy's name?" I'm like, "I was Man at Arms," and she's like, "That's a bad name."
Oh, all of their names are
All their names
terrible.
are-
They're
I
terrible
mean,
my
naming
4-year-old
conventions.
knew that was a bad name.
Right,
Merc
because
Man,
Merman,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Merman.
Stinkor,
Stinkor,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Which is
exactly.
yeah, which
Yeah,
is Jason
that's
Mewes, by the way.
What's
That's really funny.
yeah.
What was the,
You know what I'm
the other
saying?
guy's name? Hero.
Huh?
Hero.
Yeah, Hero.
H-E-R-O.
You know what I'm saying?
H-E-R-O.
Yeah, right. That's how we got down in the 80s, all right? That's how we got down, and that's how you knew it was
Triclops.
good. You know, yeah, right. Triclops was always an
yeah,
awesome
yeah.
character,
Is
even
that-
though as an adult, you know, you look at him and you're like, what?
Dude, I dug
Why?
on the
Like,
Triclops
why?
thing. That was
Yeah,
cool.
that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Just
Yeah.
his whole function
Weird
has
as shit.
always been.
Yeah.
I had that
he has the
action figure.
sarcastic eye.
Yeah.
He's got that
Yeah.
one side.
Yeah,
the
you know what I'm
half
saying? It's
eye
just
that's
like,
like,
God, that's you know, like as someone who was raised, like He-Man was my favorite cartoon as a child when I was like,
okay.
you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you ever talked to my parents, like my dad had an old who was it? Was it like Panasonic? It was like one of those old handheld cameras, like
Yeah.
when they first came out.
Cool.
And it had a
JVC
negative.
maybe?
RCA.
You
or
know,
something like that, yeah.
maybe, you know, and you could hit a button that would change the image to negative,
Ah,
right?
okay.
My dad would do that whenever I did, like, I'm He-Man, I have the power, and he would do that, right? And it would go negative, and I loved
that's
it.
cool.
And we have an
Yeah.
old family video right now of, like, you know, me watching him film my sister and me and whatever, and I'm like, give Talisha the power. That's my sister's name. He's like, give her the power, give her the power, and he hits the negative, and I'm just going ham, right?
Yeah.
So, like, for me, like, you know, I had a like birthday parties themed around He-Man.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
got
man.
Castle Grayskull, which is a badass fucking
Yeah,
figure.
dude, that
all
play
those
set.
toys were awesome. Like,
Well-
so He-Man has a very special place,
Absolutely.
like at my core,
Mm-hmm.
and so they really do hit the mark of that cheese and
It really does feel like
hyper-action.
well, it really does feel like the original show.
It does. It has the same vibe.
And Kevin Smith was even saying before it came out, he's just like, I want this to feel like the original.
Right.
It is a continuation
which is why
of
he
the
allowed
original.
like Powerhouse
But
Studios
what
to
I
sometimes have
the
some
only
shitty
way
animations.
the only way I want to improve on it in any way is just I want it to look like how we imagined
Right.
He-Man looking when we were kids.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch it, it does not look like that. It's kind of like
Exactly.
Thundercats. You know,
That
you
was
go
when
back
they
and watch
didn't
that.
shade anything.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why is
you
everything
know,
so fucking flat?
But I mean, but they did like have some pretty intense battles and
Yeah,
shit.
totally.
And
Absolutely.
I really thought that it was very well executed for what it is and what
Yeah,
their goal
absolutely.
was. Now, the thing that always throws me off is Powerhouse's art style. You know, because they did the same
Yeah.
thing with Castlevania, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's real bad good.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes
I can get that.
Yeah, like sometimes it
it's-
looks really awesome, and sometimes it's like, what the fuck is that drawing?
Sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes the action looks nice and smooth, and you see everything, and then sometimes it's super jerky.
Yeah.
There were a couple times with Man at Arms fighting, or Duncan, whatever, when he was a
Duncan, yeah.
Duncan,
and,
yeah.
and you're looking at it going like, did he like teleport? Like,
Right.
What
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
was that?
You know,
Well,
well,
that's
that was
the-
all the design choice.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're gonna drop some frames here.
Yeah,
because that
that's
shit
exactly
would
what it
happen in the
is.
'80s
It's
all
like
the time.
well, it's like they're animating on like
Threes
fours
and
instead.
fours,
Yeah,
yeah.
fours instead of twos. You know,
Right.
kind of thing. But no. I can't really think of too many complaints about it, other than I really do wish that we had more time, specifically with Skeletor, because that's fucking Mark Hamill.
Right.
And
he shines,
is so
boy.
good, man. He
he
is so
shines.
good with
He's
it.
like, how about we paint this ship nice granite?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
That motherfucker's.
Oh man, like he nailed it. And then how he's like
Absolutely.
hiding down the Evil Lynn's staff, you know what I'm saying? He comes out. And here, since this is spoilers, look, He-Man does not win in the end.
No.
You
No,
know, like this
no.
this is a tester to see if people are interested in the property,
In
the
more,
IP.
yeah.
If
Did
people,
She-Ra do well?
She-Ra did really
She-Ra,
well.
yeah, She-Ra
And
always
She-Ra
performs.
is
Okay.
great.
Yeah,
I love that show.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, I
And
wonder
so-
if they're
but
going to
that's
do
probably-
She-Ra here. I
It'll
wonder if they're
probably
gonna
happen,
do,
yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
thinking.
especially since they've taken out Adam,
Mhm.
you know, then the next step would be like, okay, well, you know, Magic can return to Eternia,
Right.
you know, but we still need a hero. And Tila, she can do work,
Right.
but she ain't that powerful.
She-Ra.
No.
She ain't She-Ra. She ain't the Princess of Power.
Yeah.
And hey, is
I-
GrasScale the Allstate guy?
I don't think
Yes,
though. I don't
absolutely.
think though.
I'm
I was
not
making,
crazy.
No, that was literally him. That was literally him. And so when he was
yeah.
just like, you know, it's not easy to get back here, whatever. He's like, you know, you leave, you may never be able to return. It's like,
But
I'm like,
you're in good hands.
but you're in good hands
But you're in good hands.
with Allstate.
See, that's where Adam fucked up. He didn't get that insurance
Insurance,
before he left
exactly.
heaven.
That's why. That's why GrasScale was just smiling, laughing. It's like,
Should have got that
you
insurance.
should have listened to me.
He's not in good hands.
Were you saying something about maybe they'll cross over with She-Ra?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Crossover?
You don't think so? Yeah, I
that there was-
think they'd pull her in.
Yeah,
I don't
why
think
not?
they would.
Why?
It's a completely different style, different feeling.
No.
No.
Not with that.
Not with that
Just
specific
She-Ra.
one.
Yes.
Have She-Ra in it.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think it would.
because it's not a He-Man and the Masters of the
Right.
Universe. It's the Masters of the Universe. So he's
Yeah.
taking that entire universe, and that's why I even told people, he was like, because people got mad about. It's the same thing with fucking The Last of Us 2, right? It's like people got
Oh,
upset
yeah.
because he killed off He-Man and Skeletor at the
Right.
beginning,
Yeah.
and then they're like, well, we don't really care about those
Man,
characters.
they did
The
it
other
better
one-
than
And you know what
Joel,
he
though.
said? He was like, deal with it.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
Kevin
exactly
said. He
what he
said,
said.
deal with it. And I'm
Deal
like,
with it.
bless it.
Good.
Let's go.
Good.
That's what I
Yep.
want to hear, right?
Absolutely.
And so the odds are very likely that, you know, because, you know, people have watched this show and people have, you know, most people say it's okay or whatever,
Yeah.
but the numbers are still there.
Absolutely.
The odds, I will put $100 that She-Ra's definitely showing up. You
At
know what I'm
some
saying?
point.
Because he was, you know, he's a fan of this shit.
Oh,
You know, this is
absolutely,
his
yeah.
childhood and he gets to remake it.
Yeah.
You know? And so there's no way that they won't cover unless they just don't get renewed.
Yeah.
You know, that would be the only way that we won't see She-Ra in the
I can see
future.
I
that.
bet it'll get
know?
renewed. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Especially with the success of Castlevania,
Yeah.
you know, which was supposed to go into Devil May Cry, which that's heartbreaking that we're not going to see that happen.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why?
And they were supposed to actually happen all within the same universe. And there was supposed to be a
What?
crossover. Yes, man, that was supposed to be a thing because of the whole scandal with goddamn, what was the name of the director of
I can't
Castlevania?
remember.
He had one of these 2021 sexual harassment scandals that everybody's doing. I guess like just what's just modern in media these days. And so apparently he was an ass to work with, and so nobody wants to work with him anymore. And so
I saw
and that's
a
why
couple
they
of
wrapped
interviews
it up.
with that guy, and I was like, oh, he seems kind of chody.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean that just really sucks for all of us who are actually
Yeah.
enjoying that work, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, God damn it, dude. You know, why can't you just
Do you
get
think?
consent?
Do you think
Yeah.
they'll bring?
Or
Yes.
hit,
if
that,
it
hit that Keanu.
You
if
know?
the- yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hit that Keanu.
Yeah,
this-
yeah.
if-
Watch him.
dude.
You know, he'll
if
show
we
you exactly
do-
how to do it. Like,
yeah.
you know, can I hug you? Like, no.
if we do get more episodes, though,
Yes.
do you think they're gonna bring Adam back?
Oh yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
he's not
yeah,
dead.
they definitely do.
He's
No,
not dead. He's
I-
just mortally wounded.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just so he's gonna have to learn to deal with.
I also think he's going to
his-
get back into heaven.
I mean, I hope he doesn't die. I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah.
die.
I mean, when he does, I think
Right.
he's going to get
Does.
back
Does
into
he get
heaven.
back into
That's all
But
I'm gonna
remember,
say.
he got in the first time from like, you know, they said from work served. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
yeah.
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 But now he's
you
going to
know.
do a righteous act.
Oh, he's
You
gonna
know
do
it.
several
Yeah.
of them.
Man, you know
that's
it.
what he does. He is righteous.
So do you think he's going to be small man again, or do you think he's straight going to come back as big He-Man and just be big B?
Well, he's going to be
Big
Adam,
He-Man?
but I
He's
think
gonna be Adam,
I think that
yeah.
Adam will
Yeah.
probably end up coaching since he's got Tila's trust back
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
He's going to coach them and talk to them, et cetera, et cetera. The sort of power will probably fall to Adora, who was She-Ra, and she will probably end up taking the mantle, and then something will happen to her, and then he'll end up having to come back at the end and save the day.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to but they have to get that sword back from Skeletor.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I
so
thought that was
Skeletor-
interesting.
Skeletor
'cause
won.
in
turned
the
into
the original show. They
Enlightened
didn't.
Skeletor, whatever.
In the original show, they didn't really go into the whole thing of the Sword of Power being two
Split.
separate.
Well,
split.
Was that even a
right.
thing?
It was, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it
mentioned.
was.
It totally was.
Well, it was in
there were
the.
even there were toys.
That's what I'm saying. Is it
Yeah.
was more focused on in the toys.
Dude,
Right.
this whole
Like,
thing is focused
but
on
in the
toys.
actual.
Well, that's what
like
He-Man
Scareglow.
was.
It
But
really
That's what
does,
He-Man
yeah.
was.
Yeah, it's always
like,
to sell
it was
the
always
toys,
to sell
right?
the toys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here's a show to sell these toys.
They got new
Yeah.
He-Man toys now.
Exactly.
So
Scareglow was amazing, by the
yeah,
way.
he was.
Scareglow was absolutely amazing. That's fucking Candyman,
Yeah.
bro.
oh
Yes. Yes, man.
Dude.
Yes.
God damn this voice cast.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
the
man.
voice cast is probably the best part.
That's my
really
favorite.
enjoyed
Who-
it.
who
And
is
I'm
Stephen
glad that it
Root?
was short. Stephen Root?
Stephen Root's in this.
Yeah.
Stephen
You know
Root.
Milton
Who-
from
Milton?
Office Space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, who was he?
Yeah, who is he? He's somebody in this.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Moth and Wolf, where you at? I know you
We need
know.
research
Yeah, for real. Gotta put on that trench coat and that hat and that fedora.
with the Pokemon card in it.
Masters of the Universe cast. Who is he? Wait a heady. Let's go. Got fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar
Yeah,
as Tim.
Jesus,
Like that.
man.
That was, I don't know, man. They just keep nailing it.
I know.
am
Don't
not
see
seeing him.
Stephen Root.
Are you sure about that?
Sure about that. I'm sure about
Oh
that.
wait. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Is he the cat?
Cringer.
He is the
Yeah,
cat.
He's Cringer.
I knew it. See, I
Yeah.
knew it. I knew
That was
it.
on the.
Ah.
yeah.
I was thinking that.
I
It's
really
like,
thought
man,
that
gotta,
too.
Stephen Root's got to be cringe.
Yeah.
He's okay, cool.
He's fucking Cringer. He's fucking Cringer.
That's
and then I
awesome.
mean, really,
That's
the
scaredy
movie
cat.
was just so bad punny.
Oh,
you
it
know,
was so
Yeah.
bad.
It's like,
punny.
everyone was like, yeah,
no
well,
glove,
he's-
no love.
Yeah,
And then Iana was
He's
like, no glove, no love. I was like, son of a bitch.
God
No,
damn
no,
it.
no,
God
no,
damn
no,
it.
no,
That's what she
no.
was like,
Connected
yeah,
with
well,
it.
save it for someone who's actually seen Battle, Cat.
Oh my god.
You know, it's like, oh god.
There's,
It happened
there
the
was
whole
a lot
time.
Of,
The
there was a lot
whole
of moments.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, he's kind of got that kind of humor. Yeah.
For real, and then I really do, because Skeletor has always been one of those villains that 80s villains are kind of weird in shows, because for some reason they were always the biggest cowards. They were always like usually kind of quasi powerless. Like they had power, but it wasn't enough to stop the heroes. Whatever the
Right.
fuck, they got whomped on all the fucking time.
They weren't the most. How do you say this? I won't want to say
It's like
intelligent, but
Or
yeah,
Dr.
but it's like-
Wiley.
it's-
you know,
you're like, oh, he's
exactly.
so evil, and
Yeah,
then he's
but
silly.
He's just
we
goofy
beat his
and
ass.
silly,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, right?
Uh-huh.
This Skeletor is not a joke.
No,
He's
not
You know
at
what
all.
I'm saying? Like,
He might
he's
say
not
dumb
fucking
shit
around.
once in a time,
Right.
but-
He came back and he instantly shanked at him. That's what we're doing tonight.
Immediately,
That's
yeah.
what we're doing today. And it's just like, okay, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that actually gives him some kind of credibility.
Absolutely.
Because they ended up, like in G.I. Joe, they ended up having to bring in, like, Serpentor. Because Cobra
yeah.
Commander you can't take him seriously.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
What
he's
was
just-
that? Remember the movie where it's like the parasite thing going on? The G.I. Joe movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was really
that
cool.
What was that Serpentor had it? What was the name of that? It was like a snake.
It was
parasite
like a
thing.
snake parasite.
Yeah.
thing.
Huh.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
all started putting them in all the soldiers and
Yeah.
all the Cobra soldiers.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man, that was some shit. That's a
That
good
was-
movie.
That was.
Yeah,
That was.
that's-
That was.
Are you talking about Rise of the Cobra? Rise of Cobra, the
Is
first
that
one,
Rise
the
of
live
Cobra?
action.
Yeah,
No,
it's
this
a
is
live action.
no, this is the cartoon one. I'm
Oh,
talking about.
you're talking about the
I
cartoon
thought
one.
you were talking
Okay.
about the live action.
No, I'm actually talking about the old '80s cartoon movie that came out.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
that one
okay.
was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was some kind of weird parasite shit that they all got infected
Because that's
with.
also what they did in the live action.
Yeah, they totally did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did
you know?
something similar. Yeah.
So I wonder about this G.I. Joe movie, this Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah, we should check that out.
Is that
I
this
mean,
week?
That's been out.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like only for a couple of weeks. Not like
Yeah,
yeah,
Not,
been out
not
for that
for
long.
not forever. Like it came
Maybe a
out.
month.
It came out.
Maybe.
a
It's
month.
not- it's been
Maybe.
out for
Way.
a month. Yeah, at least. It came out right
Did it?
around the same time as Black Widow, if not like a week after.
Maybe we should have watched that instead of. Black
Well, I
Widow.
mean,
Well, I did
there's-
suggest it for.
Yeah, we
ninjas.
should have listened. I don't know. I'd
Yeah,
rather
they
watch
said it
Ninja
came out on the
Assassin, but-
23rd.
Right.
Yeah, July 23rd. So a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we're still on the same train though. I mean, this is way fucking better than Black Widow.
Oh yeah,
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, these.
Everything's better.
Rotten
than Black
Tomatoes
Widow.
would argue with you.
Oh wow, really?
I'm
Sitting at
sure a
38%.
lot of people would argue.
They're saying a
with us.
38. See,
Sitting at
I
38.
the thing is, I'd give it like a 6-7. That's the way I feel.
Wait.
about it.
No, this is Snake Eyes, cuz.
Oh, I'm talking about
Black Widow.
but no, He-Man. I'd put
Oh
him
no, He-Man actually had
6,
some.
7,
No,
you know
I
what I
think
mean?
He-Man was sitting at like 88%.
Okay,
Rotten
I can
Tomatoes.
see that. I can totally see that. Yeah.
All
He-Man
it
was
is
great.
is just you got some and every nostalgic property has these people in there that are just so you know why
Right.
they kill the thing
Yeah.
and and you're gonna have those and they're gonna come out of the woodworks when
Fuck 'em.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck them.
Like
Grow
what
up.
Kevin, yeah,
Sometimes
like what,
hey, you
like
should have
what-
learned about life by now.
Like what Kevin
You know what I'm
Smith
saying?
said,
Like, shit.
deal with it.
Deal
Deal
with
with it,
it.
man.
Absolutely. It's like I said, it was the same thing with The Last of Us 2, and it makes me so angry because people will like gate themselves from actually experiencing something
Engaging
that they
with
might
something, yeah.
right, something that's doing something new, and doing
Right,
something
right.
inventive,
Yeah.
just because they want the same old rigmarole,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd be the first ones to complain if they got the same old rigmarole,
Right,
You
right.
know, and so it's just like it's a catch-22. You just can't please everybody, which is why Deal With It is the best. We need shirts.
Deal
You know what I'm
with
saying?
it.
We need shirts.
Deal with it.
Deal
Yeah,
with it. I'm putting it on the list. Like
Absolutely.
that's a good one, man. That's a good one because I think that's a lesson that people need to learn. It's like if you haven't learned that as an adult yet, somebody failed you. You know,
Right.
like that's
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
that's just life, right?
I think the show was surprisingly emotional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, especially towards the end. Like I said, dude, Orko's arc.
Boy.
Orko's
Orko
art
and Roboto.
and
Roboto
Roboto,
too.
yeah.
Dude, at
Yeah,
the end
that was
there
some
where he was
data
talking
shit.
about
Yeah, it was.
you know, you got to understand, Man at Arms actually made me way better than he thought he did. you
Yeah,
know?
'cause-
I am afraid of death.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like that means I'm a miracle of nature. Like I'm yeah. It's just
gone.
like what?
Mega Man's gone. No,
Yeah.
because
And then I love that bit of quiet. Once he actually fused the swords together,
Uh-huh.
and he's sitting there looking at it, and it's quiet, and he's just
Yeah.
looking, and then all of a sudden it's just like, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
It
was
just
good.
destroys. Yeah, man. Like,
Did
and
you
then
see the
Orko,
first-
Evil Lynn, man.
Oh.
Evil
Yeah.
Lynn gave
Yeah.
up the helmet.
Yeah.
She gave up her
Yeah.
helmet. I was just like,
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
She just, I mean, when, everybody's putting down like little flowers or whatever they're putting down,
Mm-hmm.
she like puts down her whole helmet. I'm just like, oh my God, Evil Lynn. So
Well,
I think that
that-
she's going to end up betraying Skeletor. I think at this point now she's going back. I think
There's
she's going back as
Triple
a.
Agent.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that a lot of this is going to be a redemption arc for Evil Lynn, even to the point that they brought up the fact that she was like, no, evil wasn't always a part of my name. I added
Right,
that later.
I added that
You
later,
know,
yeah.
and then Skeletor comes back, kills He-Man,
And she looked at
and
the
she
situation
looks at
like,
the
well, this is
situation like,
obvious. I gotta
right.
go.
If I don't go over here,
I'ma
we're all
die.
fucking
Yeah.
dead. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So this is the best option that we have to save Eternia
Currently.
So, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that she might end up being one of the main heroes of the show.
I could see that.
Right, and so
Yeah.
I think what he's setting up might be the smartest thing, man. People might not like it, but Trae does.
That's right.
You know, I'm with it. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
And
know.
Beastman looked like fucking Duratan from Warcraft.
Beastman
yeah.
was a little
Beast-
terrifying.
He was
dude.
awesome.
Yeah,
I like
dude.
Beastman, and he pretty much just showed up because of Evil Lynn.
Evil Lynn,
Yeah.
that's it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's
Like,
Started
we're
wrecking.
rolling.
Yeah. started wrecking, dude.
And when he lost her, he
Yeah.
was pissed. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
she
he
was
was.
right there.
Yeah, I like Beastman a lot. Yeah.
You know, I wonder.
Fucking-
Well, they still got to bring in Ram Man, right?
Oh
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Whoa.
saying? I remember that action figure was
They've
so
got some more of
ridiculous
them.
because they actually had like the top half of them and the bottom half were actually
Mm-hmm.
like separated.
Yeah.
And there's a spring in the middle, and you actually push him down, and then you let him go, and
And
he
you
would
go,
pop up, and yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
and ram.
Yeah.
It was like the dumbest thing ever. You know, I thought it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
But so I mean, there's still a lot of characters that we have yet to see.
Oh,
And
absolutely,
it'll be really
yeah.
interesting to see, you know, how they make him make sense.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't.
They made Scareglow make sense, which was just a mod on
Boy.
a
Right,
Skeletor.
exactly.
But he was completely solid,
Yeah.
unquestionably
Well,
awesome.
he was Scarecrow all day.
Yes.
He was
Yeah,
yes, he
like,
was.
Feed
Yeah.
on your fear.
Uh-huh.
You
It's
know,
fucking great.
Let's go.
Good.
Yeah, and Phil Lamar's in it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
my man Phil Lamar.
dude. I mean, this cast is. I mean, for if you're not interested in watching this show, I'm just gonna rattle off some names that may sound familiar to you. All right, so we've got Chris Wood as He-Man, Lena Headey as Evil Lynn. That's just the shit.
Yeah,
Harley
boy.
Quinn Smith as Elena.
Yeah.
We got Tiffany Smith as Andra. We got Sarah Michelle Gellar as Tila. I'm happy to see her getting work. I didn't even know
Oh,
she was
absolutely.
she was still working. Mark Hamill as Skeletor, stealing the show, even
Yep,
though
my
he's
boy.
only in like 2 episodes.
Well,
You
dude,
know,
but he rocks it
and
so
he
hard.
And
rocks
it's
it.
unmistakably the Hamill.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. Oh, he
Yeah.
gives you a little flavor of Joker in
does.
there.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
every once in a while
absolutely.
he just goes like full Joker.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
and it's fantastic. Liam Cunningham as Man at Arms. Davos, let's go.
Boy, the Onion
Alan
Knight.
Oppenheimer as Moss Man. He clowns.
Oh God,
Moss
he
Man.
was
Yeah,
so
dude,
cool.
He was
Moss
so
Man.
good.
With that whole speech that he gave about just becoming a
A
forest.
It's like
Yeah.
I died and I became a forest.
Same as everything else, right? Everything
Right.
else just gets eaten and decomposes and makes plants, right? I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I
Yep.
just did it in the afterlife.
Absolutely, right? You know, like, oh my
wow.
God, it's so good. We got Susan Eisenberg as a sorceress of Castle Grayskull. Kevin Conroy as Merman. Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
You know, that was a curveball.
Who was
Yeah,
she? Who was she?
didn't expect her.
She is Queen Marlena.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's the queen, man.
Okay.
And
so
so-
not in it a whole bunch, but
Well,
she's
right, you know, but like,
Yeah.
where has she been?
Exactly.
I haven't seen her in anything in like a long fucking time.
Yeah,
Since,
I
like,
can't even
was-
think of the last
like
thing I
Wild
saw her in.
Things?
Yeah, maybe.
Wild Things. What's that movie? You ever seen Scorched? You ever seen that?
Scorched,
uh-uh.
Scorched has Woody Harrelson and
I like it already.
Yep.
and her.
thought you
It's
were
like
saying-
it's dude. Scorched.
You
Scorched
had me at Woody.
we should totally watch Scorched.
Hell
It's-
yeah.
It's four groups, or 3 or 4 groups of people trying to rob the same bank at the same time.
Oh, that sounds great.
Right?
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
what-
Like
boy.
some Ocean's 11 type
It's-
shit.
Yeah, it's a dude that works there. It's a dude that got fired recently. It's another like it's a whole dude. It's a
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Scorched.
All right. So we got Stephen Root as Cringer. All right.
Stephen
Jason Mewes as Stinkorn. Of course, he had to get in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
You know, old Jay. Justin Long as
Snoochie Boochies.
Roboto.
God, he was so good at as Roboto.
Oh,
the
dude.
first fight scene when he keeps fucking him up, and every time he was apologizing to him, he's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah,
he's
that
like,
was-
sorry, that's going to be major damage.
Right.
You're going to need to see a paramedic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had Phil Lamar as Hero.
Yeah.
Tony Todd
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
Scareglow.
boy.
Let's go. Dennis Haysbert. He was as Grayscale. Not Grayscale. Sorry,
Grayscale.
Grayskull. See, I was thinking about that last night, making
Yeah.
some great.
The
Yeah.
power of grayscale.
That
You
is
fucking
my,
need
that's
to.
my damn link.
need
Hell
to.
yeah, dude.
All right, this is the one that really got me. Triclops.
Triclops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know who Triclops was?
Who is it?
Henry fucking Rollins.
What? Wait, what?
Henry fucking
How did I
Rollins.
not read that?
Bro, Henry Rollins is
That's
Triclops.
cool.
Like, let's go.
Henry
Let's go.
fucking Rollins.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
That dude's everywhere. He does
Really?
everything.
Yeah.
He really, really
and
does.
he's a liar.
Yeah. Right?
Because I'm a liar.
We got Kevin Michael Richardson as Beastman. We got Cree Summer as Priestess.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We got Dietrich Bader as Trapjaw.
Fuck you. Dietrich Bader's in this too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just
it's everybody, man.
yeah.
Everybody.
So who is Jay Tavar playing? I don't know who this sexy man is playing. I don't know who he is. Who's he playing?
I don't
He
know.
was the same dude who was Vega in Street Fighter. You remember
Oh, that guy.
that guy?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who he actually played as.
I don't know.
Like who's left?
Orko is the guy
Orko.
that played Arthur in the newer live action Tick.
Right.
Oh,
Griffin
okay.
Newman.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
okay,
his name,
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome.
His voice acting totally worked.
Oh,
with
it's
that.
perfect.
Oh,
That
yes.
shaky,
Yeah.
worried
And
sound
Orko's
the whole time.
eyes, man, because Orko's
Oh.
eyes were always just a little kind of creepy to me as a kid because it's
yeah.
like eyes in a void. That's
Yeah.
all it is,
Yeah.
right?
He's that
And
Vivi
so-
shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a
Absolutely.
black mage, man.
Yeah,
They-
exactly.
You know,
and
they
it was
played some Final Fantasy. They were like, "Stealing that?"
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
for-
That's
You
a
know?
good idea.
either that or well, I think it probably went the other way.
It would have been the other way
It would have
around.
been the other way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
So
totally.
Squaresoft does it too.
Oh,
you
God.
thieving bastards.
Oh God, man! If you pay attention to Capcom, they've been doing that shit forever.
Oh yeah.
Like
They're
seriously.
just honoring the original properties.
There it
That's what
is.
they're doing.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
oh
and
my.
we honor you, Capcom.
right.
So
Yeah,
sponsor us.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sponsors, Capcom.
Sponsors.
please.
Give me a hat.
Yeah.
Could I have a
I don't
hat?
even wear caps, but I'll wear one
I'll
if it's a Capcom
I'll wear a
cap.
Capcom cap.
I will.
Capcom cap.
Absolutely.
Either
You
that
know,
or
one
a-
of my
or a
dreams.
Surfbot head.
You know, see,
Hit me with a
see?
Surfbot
I'll
head.
take it. You know, like one of the dreams that I've always had, and it's like I kind of gave up on it, but maybe I haven't. I always just wanted a paycheck from Capcom. You know what I'm saying?
Just
I
a
support-
paycheck?
A paycheck.
Yeah.
Like I will be a janitor for a day.
Just
And
where you
just
can
have it and
says
frame it. I
Capcom.
won't even cash it. I just
Man.
want to frame it and be like, bam.
Damn.
I
Yep.
did that. You know, I did
Yeah.
that. We were in
It's
LA.
one of my
Actually,
pri-
we were in
one of my
LA
proudest
seeing
moments
Sora.
right there.
Yeah, we went to go visit Sora in
cool.
LA,
Yeah.
and we went past the Capcom headquarters. And I thought about it. I was like, wow, this might be the opportunity to do that.
Give
You know what
me
I'm
a
saying?
job for an hour so that I can be
Bro,
on payroll.
let me work in the
Yeah.
mail room. I don't care. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just want this one piece of paper. And so Capcom, make my dreams come true.
Pay us,
Pay us, please.
please, so we don't tell people your dirty secrets.
Exactly, because
right.
we know
'Cause we
all
know.
of them.
That's right.
And more come to light by the
So,
day.
Yeah. Tell me about it. So yeah, overall,
Yeah.
good show.
Yes,
Good show, worth watching. I want a second season.
Yeah.
I do want a second season. I do hold that it just wasn't enough.
Did you all
there
watch
weren't enough
Castlevania?
episodes.
Did you watch Castlevania?
I have. I haven't been able to really get back into what is it on season 3 so far.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
3 or
I've
4.
I
think it's 4, man.
I think it's 4. I think it's 4.
Because 3 is the one when they introduced, what's his name, the bald guy.
Then 4 is the past one, and
That-
that's
yeah.
where it ends.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't finished 4. I've watched a lot of episodes, but I keep moving on to other things.
Right.
But no. I like Castlevania, especially the first 2 seasons.
Oh
Dude,
man,
season
those are
2 is
heavy.
amazing.
They're
season
so heavy.
2
Man. They're
is
heartbreaking.
so goddamn
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
Yeah,
Alucard, man. God damn it.
What's the name
man.
of the studio again? This
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse does a very good job of balancing emotional moments in
Okay.
there.
So here's the question. Here's the question. I'm gonna pose this to Scott first. Are these anime?
is this a trap?
Sounds like a trap.
Sounds like a trap.
Because that's the way that they're advertised. That's the way that they're marketed. But are they anime?
They're a marime.
They're a marime. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's my answer. They're a marime. But that's for me personally.
They're macrame.
I mean, but
For
is
me
it a
personally,
personal
it's
thing, or
not.
is it just like?
For me, it's not. For me, it's
Right.
not anime. Because anime is not necessarily an art style; it's a feeling. It's a way that the show or movie. There's a
It's a culture to it. Isn't
yeah,
it?
there's a culture to it,
Mhm.
you know. And while like Castlevania, I don't see that as anime either.
That's what I'm asking about.
You know, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Anything that Powerhouse is making, because
Anything
that's
that
what they're
Powerhouse,
considering
no,
themselves
I
as
don't,
an
I don't
anime
really,
studio.
I don't really see Avatar: The Last Airbender as anime, and everybody calls that anime.
It's close, but I
Yeah, it's
understand what you're
close. It's
saying.
very,
Yeah.
very close. So,
You know.
so is anime forever tethered to Japan?
No, because
No.
Korea, dude, Korea bumps out.
Or
that
okay,
anime.
well then let's switch it up. Is it forever tethered to Asia?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah on that one.
I think for us here in the West, Western anime fans specifically, like I think it is actually tethered to Japan specifically.
So there's no way to breach that gap.
Not saying that there isn't a way. I'm just saying like when somebody in America. Yeah, I know. Yeah. See, I knew it's
I
a
love
trap.
it.
It's a
I mean,
fucking
well-
trap. I knew it. But no. It's a colloquial thing. It's a
Right.
colloquial thing.
Yeah, it's
so you
interesting.
go over to Japan, SpongeBob's anime
Right.
because it's just
There
all
is
cartoons.
a SpongeBob anime though. Have you ever seen that?
What?
No,
fuck?
I
Dude,
want to.
it's on YouTube.
I really fucking
It's
want
fucking
to.
amazing.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All
Check that out
right.
later on.
Okay,
Sorry
okay.
for that.
But the way we understand anime over here in the West, it's a colloquial thing.
Right.
You know, we have cartoons and we have anime.
Right.
You know, so we have animated media and anime.
But a lot of us were also raised on anime that we didn't know was considered
was
anime.
exactly.
You know,
well, we
like-
didn't know what it was because all we heard, hey, here's a new cartoon.
Right,
Like
exactly.
Ronin Warriors.
Like Ronin Warriors, like
like
Sailor-
Brave Star,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon, of course.
Sailor Moon.
Even Grimm's Fairy Tales back on
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
way back in
Yeah.
the day.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Didn't
so
even
there
know.
there
Yeah.
was a lot of anime that we were really kind of shown, and it was always just like there's something about these shows. We never knew
That's
quite what it
different.
was.
Yeah, exactly.
But there was something about them that just they hit different. you know?
Exactly,
Like,
and that's
they-
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Is just like it doesn't matter. It's not a art style that makes something anime. It's a feeling that you get when
Right.
you watch it.
Huh. So, but by that rule, then that means that the bridge can be crossed somehow.
The bridge, and like I said, dude, it's not even a. I think it depends on whether or not, like, what are you talking about when you're calling something anime? Are you specific? What are you talking about?
How did you quantify?
Like,
How do
like
you-
me as Trae,
Yeah,
or
you
in
as
general.
Trae. You as Trae.
You know, for me, just growing up in the era that I did, I do tether anime to manga. right?
Yeah.
So like when I think about anime, I think about okay, a pre-existing manga, and then here's this animation that came out from it. You know, Danzig bought an animation studio, and actually, he put out Demonica. That was the name of his. Yeah, it was like Verotic Comics, and he had Demonica. But you know, even though they made an anime, to me, it still wasn't anime. Right. Like I understood what he was trying to do.
It's like heavy metal isn't anime.
Right. Exactly.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But even though it does suck to be stuck under, because what's the alternative? Cartoon. You know, and nobody wants to be stuck under that.
And you don't want to say adult cartoon, because then it sounds like you're making porn.
You're making Fritz the Cat, and just, I mean, there are adult cartoons. That's a real thing, right? So, it is. For me, I was heavily resistant to the idea of like a merime. I think that maybe a merime should be a more common term. However,
I don't have a problem with any of it.
However, as I'm watching, and pardon me, please, as I'm watching, you know, these artists and these studios, and they're starting to get closer and closer to that vibe that you actually get from anime, and I'm starting to wonder like if that gate can be open. So for me, as it stands right now, I'm like, yeah, I want to be like gatekeep. You know, Asia only. They're the only ones that can produce anime. However, my mind is also open to the possibility that maybe this is something that the entire world could weigh in on and end up maybe driving forward over time.
Yeah, and I think the boom and popularity of anime, especially with like streaming and stuff like that, I think we are eventually going to see a world like that.
Everything's gonna become homogenized.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. But I like the reason I like, and honestly I don't actually give a fuck, you know.
It's just conversation.
It's just conversation. But the reason I think it is important to point out the differences between anime and a merime and, you know, other forms of animation is it is a kind of shorthand way of letting you know what you're getting into.
So
like if I say, hey, this show is anime, you expect a certain thing.
I think when you say anime, it basically tells you to not have expectations, right? Because you never know,
on some level,
you never know what you might. It might be paranoia agent,
you know, or it may be fairy tale.
You never know what to expect.
Shin-chan.
And
might
that's
be
right. Exactly. It might be Fooly Cooly.
Right.
So I mean, I think that's the best part about anime is like when you throw anime out there, it means possibilities.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know,
instead of like most of the anime that I've seen. That are popular, of course, are still pretty formulaic. And they still follow a very American writing structure.
Well, and that's what I keep saying.
It's like, because one thing about Asian storytelling is that in a lot of cases it's not a matter of the story having, you know, here's Americans, a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Right?
It's 3-part system.
Absolutely.
That's the way we do it.
That's what we do, right?
Same thing we do with our dish sinks.
Absolutely.
Get the three sink.
Exactly.
We like threes, man.
We like threes. You know, like Asian culture, it's like, okay, well, here's this character and these people, and here's something that's happening. Okay, there's the movie, pan away. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, here's just like a situation. You're
it's
kind
a
of
different
they
way
don't
of
mind
telling
leaving you
stories.
hanging on stuff too.
Right.
They really don't mind.
Yeah, like Miyazaki does it all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Yeah.
But
what is
Lime said raised on Spirited Away and Sailor Moon. And had no idea what anime was myself. I always thought it was just another cartoon show movie. No one else knew about it. Yeah, and that's kind of the same way. Yeah, absolutely.
See, but like, and it's funny you say that, because I was raised as far as like my own anime fandom. The first anime I ever saw was Akira.
Oh yeah,
I was raised on Sci-Fi Saturday.
That was my first anime. Anime
you know,
movie.
and then exactly.
And
like that was the first time that I'd ever considered something like, because I had seen, you know, obviously Ronin Warriors and you know, DBZ and Samurai Pizza Cats and Sailor Moon and stuff like that before that, but that was the first time I had ever heard someone say the word. Well, it was Japanimation back then, but first time I'd ever heard someone classify something as anime. You know, so that's where my mind goes immediately. Is those kind of like old 80s hyper violent.
Ninja Scroll was the first one that I saw, so I mean it's in that same.
But I mean, here we are as, you know, 80s 90s babies, and there's a a lot of people coming up behind
There's
us
a-
who won't
there's-
have that same legacy, right?
true,
So
yeah.
what their baseline is going to be?
Well, there's a wealth
are
of
these modern
opportunity.
works of
There's a wealth of opportunity that could come out of all of this.
right.
Well, so I
Yeah.
got a strange question for you guys that's parallel to this. Can American studios produce a JRPG?
I mean,
because I think this is the same
I think at that
question.
point it's just an
But
RPG,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
this is the same question though.
It's
Right.
Because
yeah.
you know what a JRPG is.
Yeah.
You guys know what a JRPG
You go
is.
into it expecting
Yeah,
a specific
right.
That's
thing.
not an
Yeah.
American RPG.
Not at all.
No, we like active systems.
Right.
Um,
JRPGs likes
yeah.
to explain to you
JRPGs are
stuff.
getting active systems now, though.
That's
They
very
like to-
true.
Yeah.
Because
But
well,
they
but
still
that's
do
them
that story
adapting our
pacing
style,
thing.
the
Right,
more
true.
Western
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they do love our style of game making, and
Yeah.
I mean, and as well they should sometimes, because sometimes I mean a JRPG can get a little wordy, you can take a little bit of time.
That's
Yeah.
my yeah.
You know, you got to spend some time in that
But how
starting
many
village talking to
American
everyone.
JRPGs can you think of? Can you think of any of them that you would classify immediately developed by Americans that give you that JRPG feeling that you know that everybody
Does
knows?
Cthulhu
I feel
Saves
like-
Christmas an American studio?
I don't know.
Huh.
I feel like I should have an answer for this, but I want to think about this.
You know
a
what I
little bit
mean,
more.
though?
Yeah,
Like,
totally. But it is.
it's
You're
a
right.
similar
it's the same,
situation,
Similar
similar
thing.
We're
Yeah.
so locked into this idea of the way Japan produces these things.
because it's the way that
It's
a
hard
culture
to
thinks
detach.
versus
Right.
the
Yeah,
way that
that's
our
what-
culture thinks.
That's
right?
exactly what I
So,
was
I
getting
mean,
at.
it is.
There
It's
is a
an-
culture that comes with
Right.
it.
There's
Yeah.
an overarching mindset that is dramatically different. And so, you know, as we are becoming more homogenized over time,
Yeah.
you know, that sounds like a really kind of a scary thing to lose, to be
Right.
honest
Yeah.
with you.
Right.
You know, because I feel like, you know, sometimes
Japan's
our
always,
methods-
always been more isolationist, though. So
Right.
no matter what technology they bring on or other modern things, they're still Japan at heart.
Right.
And you still look at them and you go, yeah, you guys do still
They
just eat.
they have some weird
Yeah.
weird shit that
Weird
they'll
shit.
cover
And
that
we
we
love
will
it.
not
Yeah.
exactly. Well, we love it as long as it comes from them.
Yeah.
If we made that shit, it's just
We'd
like,
be like,
nah, man,
Nah, that
yeah,
ain't
right.
Look
yeah,
at
it's
it.
not.
Look, it's tilted slightly.
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
You know?
exactly. And so,
So,
it's a different.
There's a
And
lot of
I-
that. How old is she?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line.
That's a.
Fuck.
Everything have to
You ever
take
heard that
place in
song
high
Anime
school.
Thighs? Have you ever heard the song Anime Thighs?
Anime thighs? No, but I know about anime thighs.
I think one of the lyrics is like, "Oh my gosh, she has the
territory.
biggest titties. She's only 5."
Oh,
You know,
oh,
it's like,
Jesus. Yeah, that sounds about right. Jesus. No, she's an eternal vampire girl.
No,
She's
right,
she's,
exactly.
not
She's
a
actually
child.
thousands of years
She's
old.
not a child.
She's
1,000-year-old.
thousands.
She's
She looks
seen
right.
it.
She looks like that.
In
She's
it.
very upset about it. I think the closest thing we got was Interview with the Vampire.
Claudia, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the closest.
Again,
thing we
another movie we're watching because he
Yeah,
hasn't seen it.
apparently. I need
You
to
have
watch
what?
He's never seen Interview with the Vampire.
Whoa,
I know, and
man.
it's because of
I sit
Claudia that
next
it
to you
fucks me
every
up.
week.
I know, dude. I know.
Oh my
and it
God.
really is Claudia's story that makes me go, dude, you got to watch this
Yeah.
movie. Because
Oh,
like,
okay.
don't get me wrong, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, great. They're great in it.
Oh, yeah,
That's one of
of
Tom
course.
Cruise's best fucking roles.
Yeah.
Because he's not so Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man,
that's
I
true,
kind of
yeah.
I kind of like it when he goes
Oh,
all Tom.
but dude,
when he
Like,
he
goes
is.
all
look, I like Tom Cruise.
I do
care
too.
what anybody
I do
says.
too.
He's
Yeah, I
weird.
mean,
when
I
he
love
turns
Mission
the cruise
Impossible.
up, that's
Yeah,
that's my
right.
jam.
You know,
But
yeah.
but dude, him in this, oh dude,
Yeah,
when he
spot on.
when he
Just
fucking-
don't do it to him. Let him
drips
watch
that
it.
rat
Let him
off-
watch it. Let him watch it.
it's already gone
Didn't
cold.
know.
Oh, it's so. You know what I mean?
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Well,
Okay.
apparently I have a few movies to watch.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
sweet.
dude,
That's
that's a
fine.
really good
So
one.
we
That's
talked
good.
about this, and I'm gonna.
So October is gonna be chock full. Are we gonna try
Yeah,
to
boy.
jam all this shit into October?
Which when did Dune come out in October? Or is that November? Because that's gonna be that's like
I
a
know
stop
Afterlife
everything
is
we have
coming.
going on and watch
Yeah.
Dune.
Right.
We're
I
gonna have a
think it
Dune
is
episode.
October. I think it is
Okay,
October
then we're probably gonna have-
21st or 22nd,
Okay, well then we might be able to do. We could do 3 vampire episodes and then
and then a Dune,
and then a Dune.
and
Yeah.
hit a Dune.
Hit a Dune.
Well, that's coming up.
Yeah, that's
later.
coming up.
Yeah, it's October 22nd.
So
Good job.
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
talk
know
about
things.
Hades.
Nailed it.
Sometimes.
Once me and you play some more Hades, because he's already waxed it,
Yeah.
right? Or-
I
finish
haven't
it?
beaten it, but I have not finished it.
Okay.
But I am pretty far. I'm pretty much on. I've unlocked all the weapons. I've unlocked most of the boons. I've seen
Right.
most of the gods, and stuff like that. But this
That-
is another one of those games
we
that
don't really
honestly,
have to beat it. We just need to
Yeah,
get the good feeling.
absolutely,
For it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I'm gonna finish
absolutely.
that game.
And I think
Oh
you guys
yeah, I
are.
want
Yeah,
to.
no
too.
question.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
addicted.
you guys
to
are
it.
probably gonna
well,
finish
I need
it.
something to play right now anyway. That's not like a rhythm game. That
Yeah.
isn't just like physically demanding. And so yeah, I was thinking about it today. I'm like, okay, it's either Blair Witch or it's Hades.
Hades is already
Go
there.
with Hades.
Right. Yeah, grab
You know,
Hades.
because
Go with
whatever it is,
Yeah.
it has a week
Yeah.
until Fract.
Until
That's right.
although
So-
Fract will be one we get through pretty quickly.
We'll-
yeah.
We'll talk
tear
about
through
it.
that. That'll take no time.
But I want to
Later
do
episodes.
I want to do this episode about Hades with Immortals. Have
Phoenix
either-
Rising?
No, Immortals, the
With-
movie with
Superman.
with Superman in it. Do you
Henry
guys know?
Cavill?
Yeah, Henry Cavill. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about? Immortals. It's a
don't think so.
Tarsim film. So Tarsim's the dude that did The Cell.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
He only did 3 fucking movies, and this is his only action movie that he did. And
Huh.
it is very
Where is it?
reminiscent of 300. It's very, but it's
I think
all,
it came out around that same time,
it
which
did.
is why it kind of
very
got
much
passed
did.
over.
But
yeah.
dude, I mean, to me, this is a better movie.
Where's it
Yeah.
streaming?
I don't know, but I'll find it.
Okay.
But that's my plan: is for us to do Hades and Immortals together. They're both that Greek gods themed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's his name? What's the guy? William Hurt from Alien. You know the
Yeah.
guy that got the
Mhm.
chest burster, right? He's fucking Zeus.
Oh yeah.
Like he's fucking Zeus.
Yeah, he's fucking Zeus.
You know,
God, dude.
Zeus
Zeus
gets,
fucked a lot of
Zeus
people.
gets his
Like,
fuck on.
Seriously.
You don't fuck
Seriously. It
Zeus.
never stops.
Zeus fucks
fucks
you.
As a bird.
You know, for real.
No.
Or as rain.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that dumbass shit at the beginning of God of War 2? How like the blade of Olympus is in the ground and Zeus is flying over as the eagle talking to you, and he's all like, "Kratos, put your godly powers in this sword so you can kill the Titan. Everything will go just fine. It's fine. Just take all of your immortality, put it in a sword. You won't be vulnerable. Use it once, you'll be good." And then as soon as he does that shit, Zeus shows up, yanks the sword, and stabs him with
Stabs him
it.
with it, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that shit.
Yeah, this is a
Good
dick.
stuff.
Oh man.
Well, I think that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
I'll call it.
Yeah, guys, check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, and Google Podcasts.
The power of GrasScale.
and check out our individual
I have the power.
Twitch channels, Power of
Hold on,
Grayscale,
let me put it on negative.
Lentarg.
Oh God, dude! I would have probably cried.
If only
I
if
would have
only I had-
probably.
I'm
dude,
gonna
if
have
you
to
wanted
get the
see
negative
tears,
button for you.
Yeah.
that
I'll
would
get
have
that
been that
negative.
moment, bro. That would have been that moment. I would have been like, I would have sent it to my parents immediately.
Later, everybody.
But thank you guys so
Love
much.
y'all.
Check
Thank you
us
for hanging
out on all of these little things right here. Support us on Patreon. Give us $3, buy us coffee. And if you have any suggestions or any questions for us, you can go to our email thing, which is right here.
Ask us
all,
stuff.
all that. Ask
tell
us
us to
stuff.
talk about
We'd
things.
love to read some of these on
We'd
the
love
show.
to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And please
thank you
come
guys
back.
so much for everybody that's in the chat. Thank you for everybody that follows and watches the show regularly and all that good
And if you're
stuff.
not following, then
If you're
why
not,
not? What's
yeah,
wrong with you?
go
God.
ahead, ding the
Ding
bell,
it. Hit the
ding the
ding
bell,
ding.
and that way you know when we go live. And if you know of anybody that might enjoy this show, needs something to do for 2
And
to
then
3 hours on Saturday,
You don't have
go
to
ahead,
watch. Just listen.
just listen, and all that good stuff. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.